Everybody good to go yet?
Yep.
Okay. Picking up from where we last left off then. Continuing your journey toward Blingden Stone, you encounter Ilvara, the Emerald Dragon Warden of Failroot. To gain access to her domain, you play her peculiar poll game, offering your opinions as part of her growing horde of biased opinions. Once successful, she transported you to the lush, mystical Failroot jungle via her portal. During your exploration of Failroot, you stumbled upon an outpost of the Society of Brilliance, where you met Blurg and Umaloom. After a brief introduction, the two requested your help in locating several missing Society researchers. The last known location of the researchers was near a troglodyte temple ruin, where they were setting up a forward research station of sorts. Navigating the jungle proved dangerous as you faced several challenges. The petrifying gaze of a saurian beast, poisonous man-eating plants, being hunted by Kamodons, and you even survived a treacherous march of throat leeches, before finally arriving at the temple ruin. There, you are confronted with a dire situation. Let's put us on the map. You will find your tokens near the bottom. A pygmy troglodyte adorned in the Society of Brilliance robes is under attack by a chasm fiend and several abyssal aberrations emerging from the shadows. You must act quickly if you wish to save this imperiled researcher. What would you like to do?
Come on, lads, we can't let him go do this all by himself. Get in there. And I'm gonna turn into a lichen.
Either roll initiative.
Oh man.
Can someone share the screen with me, by the way? I'm using Theater of the Mind, but for a fight.
What do you say, Glorious Ray?
Can you share your screen with me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, I have this on GM. I'm sorry.
Does someone have control over Gwen?
I do not. I got me boy Aranis.
For now.
That does it.
Eric, you find yourself standing atop a several planks floating inches above some murky waters. The fireflies flying about you, and in the dim light above and slightly ahead, on the rise of the temple, amid the blue flames of the braziers, you can see several of these awful-looking abyssal crawler fiends. Flanking the party from either side, maybe 20 feet to either side, are two more emerging from the shadows, but the majority of them, you count maybe half a dozen, along with that flittering chasma fiend, mosquito-like demon, are up ahead, about 35 to 70 feet ahead of you.
Eric is gonna charge forward. That gap in between, is that like a fall, or is that just water?
It's water.
Okay. He'll still try to jump over it. You know, he'll run forward, towards the one that's on land, straight in front of them. And he will bonus action use Giant Smite. And I don't think he can get close enough to hit it, can he?
The reach of your weapon is 5 feet.
He will attack twice.
27 strikes true against the carapace of the abyssal crawler. And so does an 18.
Monsters are so cool looking.
Thank you.
The 2d6 that I rolled is for the weapons attack, and it'll have a plus 8 to damage, I believe.
This is a good chance for you to reuse a real dice even. It's any faster. Your call.
That's what I tried doing. I just manually put in 2d6. I didn't see how to add pluses to the damage.
By typing in plus. You can type in /r space 2d6 plus whatever damage. So what do I have there? 16 total damage done to the creature before you?
Seems like it. Yep.
Wounding it as it squeals and curls in on itself, not quite dead, but reeling from the light of your weapon. Anything else in your turn?
That is his turn.
At the far end of the temple over yonder, by this glowing altar, one of these abyssal crawlers begins to assault the tiny-looking pygmy of a troglodyte. He'll be rolling out in the open. You can see Skris go down to one knee, bloodied, wounded heavily by the series of flashing claws, bites, and the whipping tail, as Jimjar gets a turn, mounted atop of his pet spider. Go for it.
Okay, Jinjar command the spider to jump, basically. So it goes 30 feet behind Eric, 25. Let me catch the speed just to be sure.
Roll your dice, I'll be back in like 5 seconds as I get my food.
Go for it.
We got to get our boy out of there.
I don't think we can do it. Well, you may can. You have the speed for it.
I can't go through all that. I'm gonna die.
I mean, I'm gonna take her out, but she has to survive the round, you know, like...
Do you have Vortex Warp?
Yeah, I have Vortex Warp. So,
Oh.
but, you know, like, I cannot do anything to stop... I can stop one attacker with
Oh,
Ginger.
yeah. There's actually a lot of... I didn't see the initiative that well.
So,
Oh, our boy is gonna be hurting.
yeah. I'm gonna try to take this one out. Or cripple it at least. Blindness and deafness. I wanted to do it to this guy, but oh, this guy is too far. Yeah. And you know, the spider element. The guy, Ginger is on the side of this rock. Because why not?
Nisa, go ahead and roll your stuff.
You're right. Can roll me a Constitution saving throw. DC is not DC 0. DC 11. No worries. Can this guy do a Constitution saving throw as the Ginger and the spider are going through the wall? And he's throwing like darts to the face. It's
18.
a pass. No, nothing. That's all for Ginger. If this is like, is it next to the water, or he can be like hanging from the side of the wall?
You have spider climb with your mount.
Yes. Okay, so in the wall.
Alrighty then. A pair of the abyssal crawlers distracted by the vocalization of your spell are caught. You caught their attention as they begin to crawl towards you. Making their way like so. This one will be able to flank with it. And using the pack tactics, they attack in tandem against Jimjar. 4 attacks land against the mount. The Strider receiving following attacks. 16, 19, 13, and natural 20 to strike. Versus Strider's armor class of... You didn't buy any barding, so I'm going to check the default real quick. Companions. Mounts. 12 is your armor class. All hit against the Striders. Health of 16. Wow, that's held.
16 is down. Ginger is underwater.
Ginger drops prone by the mount and is assailed in turn. Against Ginger's armor class of 12, I have 2 misses and a hit, or 4 slashing damage against Jimjar. As Gizmo takes his turn.
Gizmo is going to charge forward 25 to here. And is going to use a bonus action to get dead spell to get do I want to do fairy fire? No, that's an action, sorry. Hunter's Mark. And he is going to mark the one that's closest to our the person we're trying to save there, the one just north. And then he is going to fire twice with his pew pew crossbow.
Just as they are, these creatures only rely on their natural carapace for armor, so 14 and 22 strike true.
So that will be 8, 20 plus 6, 26 damage on the one closest to our ally.
Pretty much pinning it against the wall, the brick wall of the temple, as you have it destroyed. One part target down. Anything else in your turn?
Reaction to scream out, quick, we need to rescue her. That's my turn. Clank, because he was not instructed, didn't.
Alrighty. Against Eric, you're beginning to get surrounded by the abyssal crawlers as they begin to nibble at your ankles there. One of them charges toward Jimjar to flank over yonder. And 2 at Eric. Eric, what's your armor class there? 19?
Yep.
20 hits, 18 misses, 20 hits, natural 1 misses. How did I get a natural 1? Oh, I got 16. Okay. 20 hits, and natural 20 hits. Can you get me a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw, please, against the effect of the whipping tail as it cracks against your armor and sunders a piece of it. This is against the effect of frightened. Unless you're somehow...
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, and unless you're somehow resistant to piercing damage and slashing damage, the total damage taken will be 5 plus 9 from the critical. 29. from the two of them assailing you as a pack.
Oh no. The first one's a natural one.
Okay. Taking a massive hit of 29 damage total, you are also frightened as Jimjar is assailed from the side as well. Acting as pack tactics, they attack Jimjar for the following attacks. Bite, claw, and tail come whipping about for an 18, 19, 19, and 9. 3 strikes. For a total of 6. 6 plus 3. 15 damage against Jimjar. As we have Aranis take his turn.
So seeing as he's going to be kind of a little bit more of a backline on this, he'll come to here, move about 10 feet, and he's going to use the Moonfire Bolt and just utters just a little small prayer. He'll be like, Ilvara, guide my hand so I may see you again. And
spectral ethereal hand from momentarily shapes behind you, like that scene out of Dragon Ball Z with Goku materializing.
Yeah.
Go on. Like, Kamehameha.
I'm gonna go for the guy on the left over here. So looks like he's gonna try and flank us. And let's do. I am just making sure this is on normal. Okay, I haven't worked with one of these shoots before. Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20. Oh, this is against which
And
target?
20. The one to the far left over here that's flanking on the left side. Yeah, the
Roll
left
damage for
over
both?
here. Ooh. Where's my little icon for it?
I think you can click right on.
Oh,
the
right
word.
there. Yeah, I can. So that's
5 plus
5, 10. That's
13.
18 right there. Just on the one. 18 plus another 18.
Very nice.
God damn.
The massive amount of moon-blessed fire incinerates the creature, sending it back in the shadows, and it just sort of floats there a moment before sinking into the murky waters. Destroyed.
Get rid of him. Yeah, he just kind of just gives like a little, like fist pump in there. He's like, yeah, got him. After that, he will move back to kind of get a shot around here possibly. That's another 10, 15, so that's all his movement pretty much. Then that's his turn.
No problem. Just before Isabel takes hers, another one of the abyssal crawlers begins to charge forth, focusing on the largest among you. Eric being in the front line, it takes its action to multi-attack with advantage against Eric. Bite, claw, and tail. I have 15, natural 20, 20, and natural
Jeez.
20. Advantage pack tactics, so it's just...
A lot of natural 20s.
Yeah.
Mhm. ...22 damage all in all. As we have Isabel take her turn.
My boy.
You see Atlas goes like floating and pass through Glava goes and appears on the other side. And 15 foot. You see like he charged a bit of energy as this guy gets a flamethrower thrown to his face. Can he do a dex saving throw, please?
Just one target?
Yeah, only one target. It's 15. Like I don't have the range.
Fair enough.
Fail.
4, yeah.
Yeah, 5 fire damage. As Atlas is doing that, Isabel steps forward and aims at our troglodyte. And in front of the troglodyte, you see a lighting start to appear, and the dimension start to open. And in her face, she can see glabs. And I scream, "Jump! You have time for it!" And casting Vortex Wrap. Let me put it here.
Escaping the miasma of crystal-like gas that surrounds her, incapacitating, all the while that piercing drone grows ever louder. She takes the portal, and just in time, materializes where? In the point she chooses, or you choose?
I think he chooses.
Behind to safety. She goes to thank you, gasping for air, but all that comes out of the cough is that crystalline, glass-like smoke makes her eyes bleed a little bit, and she recovers from that effect. She has taken quite a beating. You can see lacerations as she is trying to stem wounds. She is on the on the doorstep of death.
And that's it for me. Movement, bonus actions, and actions.
Alrighty then. Guinevere can go ahead and take her turn as I figure out what Chris can do to aid in this endeavor.
Okay. Damn, if Self went before, I would totally be mounting this Gwen, but he's gonna call up to Gwen, come here. Okay, you see this one right here? Okay. And she's gonna take a few steps back, doing a running leap over, and is going to make a claw attack at first with advantage, if I'm not mistaken, from Pack Tack. 26.
Strikes.
For 8 slashing, and it needs to make a DC 13 strength save for being knocked prone.
Being a small prey, it only rules at 14.
That's enough. Then it's going to take a bite at advantage, 21 for 9, followed by the tentacle for 17.
The 9 from the bite alone manages to scrunch through the carapace, and the whole creature goes slack in its jaws. She claims the prey. It's dead.
Is this one within tentacle range? 5 feet right there? Does that work?
Tentacles have a 10-foot range, I believe.
Oh, excellent. Yes, they do. All right. Tentacle, 14.
Strikes.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Nice.
It kills. And Adept Warrior, by its own right, 2 foes in one turn. And I stun.
All right. Yep. So, like, one suspended in the air with the tentacles being torn apart and one being ripped apart by its maw. Then Globs is going to take a dash action, kind of Tokyo drifting over these bodies as he rounds the corner. He's going to attempt to engulf this one by entering its space.
Sure thing. You don't need to take a dash action. Part of the attack is going up to its speed. It's
Oh,
like a built-in dash if you think. You can
Gotcha.
move then go up 20 speed. Yeah.
Okay.
Engulf is what sort of a save from the Abyssal Crawler?
Dexterity, 12 dexterity saving.
Natural 1.
Okay, so that is going to be 3d6 acid, 12 acid damage, and I guess the pseudopods are going to go into himself to kind of bludgeon it from the inside. I think it's a 15. Engulf doesn't give you a advantage or anything, right? No, it does. It's restrained. So 21.
Hits.
13
And
acid
kills.
damage.
Nice. Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna say this off the bat now. I'm not sure if that's how that works with gelatinous cubes, but I'll allow it if you allow me to do the same thing when it's my turn to, play the gelatinous cube.
Engulf you and then
Engulf
pummel you
them
while
to
you're
the pod.
inside.
Does it have multi-attack, a gelatinous cube? To do that?
Oh no, it doesn't. It does not. It does not.
Okay,
was just
that's
reading
why. I
it
was like, that's kind of
actually.
crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and
That's
keep him
nutty.
at
Yeah, they're both.
his
yeah,
wounded
they're both
state,
actions.
but restrained nonetheless.
My mistake. Okay. Yep.
No problem. I was like, that's bonkers.
Yeah, I was even thinking that's really strong.
No
too,
problem. I
so-
will give him the sword to Badarak in his lycanthrope form.
Question: could I interact with object and toss a healing potion to our friend here in the rear? Or would that cost me anything? I have it in a
It's part of the
pouch.
same action, right?
I just wanted to toss it like as an interact
Yeah, sure.
object. Is that an action though?
Yeah, throwing an object. Why not?
Oh
yeah.
fuck. Damn it.
No, it's not an action. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. Here you go. Bind your wounds. You look like shit. And then just toss
Thanks.
what is it? Potion of healing, just standard small one, and I marked it from my inventory. Someone get out there and help the loadling. I want that oversized mosquito for myself. And I'm gonna go 20 feet up here, and I'm gonna go for a revolver. From his waistband, takes out the revolver, a little bit of a gleam on the metal, dwarven made. I want you to eat this lead, and then he just lets out 6 shots, rapid fire, and they all just spread from the gun and just converge onto the big guy back here. Maybe I don't know what the size is.
So it's quite larger than you being a dwarf. But...
Yeah. I'll take it. So I'm gonna shoot these shots. It's 6 shots from this, just normal.
No problem.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5.
The fiend
6.
darts through
I'm
the
gonna say
air
that
with
all.
speed, its wings buzzing fiercely as it narrowly avoids a few of your strikes, leaving behind like this trail of nauseating stench and crystalline spore-like cloud. But nonetheless, a few of them do strike against its magic resistant hide. Your spells seem to almost like fizzle as if striking the chasm, not as effective as you would imagine. It's a battle nature effortlessly shrugging off the magical fire-like energy, like a storm deflected by like this unholy shield that permeates above its carapace. Nonetheless, how much damage there? Go ahead and roll me anything that's above a 15 to hit.
Above a 15. Okay, so
Flavor, all of them hit. Okay.
yeah, 1,
All of it.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, so let's go ahead and sum that all up. 9, 5, 5,
20, 30,
47.
47.
47 fire damage. Resisted. There's no saving throws, so there's no damage resistance, nonetheless. Okay. Nicely done. Heavily wounded creature and singeing a few of its wings that struggles to maintain itself airborne from the sheer force of it all. And its focus is now all on you. Anything else in your turn?
Yep, I have some. I have actually a little bit of movement left. I'm gonna go up behind this creature here. That's 25 movement, and then I'm just gonna do 2 unarmed strikes against it to help my boy out. And that's 1 key point. So I'm at 5 and normal. 1, 2. Those both hit for 12. Oh, 13. Sorry. 13 force damage.
Did you choose your action just not to shoot a gun?
I used a key point as a bonus action.
So both hit for that damage, doing it in after the first strike. Actually,
Oh shit.
it was already pre-wounded.
Yeah, it's all.
You want?
I'll just use the other to just 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, I could do it. I could actually step here, hit this one time.
For okay.
No,
Damage
you can do 5
applied.
damage on that one.
Yeah.
And then I actually have enough. Perfect to come back, and I'm gonna take cover behind this pillar.
No problem. The creature is gone. Take an opportunity attack against you if it can.
Yes.
Too many character sheets. A claw comes out, lashing against your hide for 14 to strike. If it does meet your...
It does not.
Okay. No problem. The Casme Emissary demon flying and buzzing about. You can hear its awful sound drone louder as it approaches you. It's this like horrid buzzing that fills the air as the Casme's wings vibrate. The noise grating against your mind, pulling you into like this haze of exhaustion. As it closes in distance over yonder, preparing to strike. Can get Bajarak, Eric, and Gizmo to make me Constitution saving throws. This is against the effect of its crystal spore cloud. As a Its grotesque body heaves. A cloud of shimmering toxic spores just sort of billow out from the tube-like appendages across its back. The crystallized spores, they glitter like shards of glass hanging in the air for just a moment before dispersing, clinging to your skin, filling your lungs with this poisonous vapor. Each breath feels like inhaling razors, and the sharp stings of poison begin to sap your strength. It's a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
19. Eric had 24. And 17. Nice.
Nice, saving against all of it. Excellent. And then it goes ahead and dives toward you, Bazarak. It dives forward like its needle-like proboscis, piercing your flesh with like a sickening squelch as it begins to drain life force through the grisly wound. It's gonna go ahead and make its attacks. 18, 25, and 8. I believe 25 is the only one to hit, correct?
18 and 25.
Okay, for a total of 10 plus. Whoa!
Whoa! Okay,
damage.
well, the first one, I'm going to use a reaction, and I'm going to use deflect attack.
Oh,
And it's a new monk thing.
what does it do?
For, here, I'll link it.
I can just read it off.
Yeah, it just basically allows me to use a reaction, and I can reduce the damage of 1d10 plus your dexterity and monk
it's
level.
deflect missile, but like now in melee
Yeah, pretty
attacks.
much.
Yeah.
It just, yeah, you can do it from melee. I did, however, reduce all the damage from 10, and I rolled 11. I was able to reduce 11. I can use one key point to shoot it back at the creature as an attack. Or if you reduce the damage to 0, you can expend one focus point to redirect some of the force. If you do, stay within 5 feet. If the total attack is range attack, succeed on dexterity, saving throw, but this is a melee. Okay. I have to make an attack. So this is... I think if I did this right... Fuck. What am I trying to do here?
I need to make
This is
a
a new
dexterity
thing.
saving throw.
Yeah, dexterity. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. DC 16.
11.
Okay, so he fails.
Taking a 10.
So he would take 13.
I'll
Yeah,
toss
two
you
rolls
out.
of my martial die plus
Gotcha.
his dex and air. Yeah, I did all this. Yep, I have it.
Nice. All right, and then the second strike lands.
And it just goes right back to him.
Yeah, but the strike is strike. That I roll 25 lands.
Oh yeah, that
For
one
20
did.
slashing
I take
damage.
20. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. As the
For that-
alluring thrum continues, we'll give.
For
to-
that second strike, actually, Eric is going to use his Cloud Rune to redirect the damage from that attack to the guy to his right.
Fuck yeah.
Nearly
I was gonna
killing
say
me.
I was gonna put me in a world of hurt.
So he doesn't take that 20 damage.
Sounds great.
Fuck
Giving
yeah.
self a floor.
Thank you. Thank you, my boy.
Oh, well. Alright then. I'll take a position in front of the troglodyte and start to kind of stand there and think, is that you?
No.
And I'll take 2 shots at the one to the right over here.
Both hit. First one will probably kill it.
8.
Yeah, that's bigger than 1.
Can I shoot the other one at something else?
You have a second Eldritch Blast. You can target it if you want.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I will target the flying one then for 11 force damage.
11 force damage. Knocked me back.
I think I'm gonna leave it where it is, just to make it so other things can reach it, because I think that might be kind of too far away from other stuff. So
Fair enough. Gyms are
No,
bleeding
not-
out, surrounded. The position is turning somewhat dire as we have 2 heavily wounded characters, and Eric is holding his own but still wounded. Nonetheless, I can give the floor to Eric then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gonna use my bonus action to second wind, healing myself for 9 HP, and then we're gonna attack the one right in front of us.
.24 strikes.
for 21 damage.
First strike is a lethal one.
And then he's gonna walk around a pillar to behind the demon that's right beside Bazarek. And attack that one with his extra attack. Does a 17 hit?
Yes. Dexterous as it is, nonetheless, it's like swatting a fly out of the sky. As a wave of decay washes over you as it passes by. The foul odor clinging to your skin, its very presence sickening and foul. You hit it out of the sky for how much damage?
22. Jeez.
22, jeez. One wing bends inwards as it buzzes and lands onto the ground, just slashes into the water, still alive but struggling. It's kind of like when you swat a fly but not quite kill it.
And that's gonna be his turn.
Given the turn to Jimjar.
Nice try, Goncho. Let me show you how to do it. And my roll 20 just
You
collapsed.
can even say it in Spanish.
You see, the Goncho is taking his hand crossbow and start aiming the guy when roll 20 restarts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, no problem. I can roll it.
Oh, we see you. You just joined. Yep.
And I lost my Goncho. I don't see the Goncho. Okay. Oh, here. Character sheet.
Petito Goncho.
Petito. And he brings out the hand crossbow. Look, witness me. And shoots 16 to hit.
Would probably be a lethal strike if this is against the chasm.
Yeah, against the cousin. 7.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
As he's saying his words and he sees Eric is clashing with it, he takes the opportunity to put the... I'm just trying to look for his heart. There is no heart on that. It goes for the head.
There are many pulsing parts to this anatomy. You aim at one of them, and it happens to burst lethally.
Yeah, dark blood spills out.
Sounds awesome. Gauging by the fact that the other Abyss Crawl is at 9 HP over here, Glabagul, do you want to roll me damage? At the beginning of your turn?
Sure, it's 3d6, I believe.
Yeah. This is just to see if I get any coup de grace or if I just melt inside of Glabagul as is.
So it's only 6.
So I'm gonna say Glabagul suffers some damage as the creature begins to just gnaw at it from the inside, healing and wounding and lashing out at Glabagul from the inside before it finally melts away to nothing. As I would imagine Glabagul would keep him inside himself for the duration, right?
Oh yeah, he's a hungry boy.
Alright, no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Just to
It
see.
is a disadvantage.
True. Alright, so I have here a bite attack for 9, a claw attack for 6, claw attack for 9, and a tail attack for 9. Yeah. He struggles as he can, until he finally melts away into the goop. That is the end of that as quiet settles.
Is Big Boy dead? Or is he...
Big Boy is slain, unfortunately. Acting as a sort of tank for Jimjar, it took the brunt of these creatures, yes.
Okay.
Sort of curled in on the death curl onto itself. As the chasm demon falls, the Cortex wings crumpling and the poisonous spores cleansing from the air, the troglodyte takes the healing potion and rises shakily on her feet. You can see her scaly skin glistens with sweat and blood, and her breathing is heavy, but there's a fierce look of gratitude in her eyes. I owe you my life. She bows her head briefly before standing upright, hissing, I am Skris, translator inside your brilliance. Skris.
That's how you spell it. I had something way bad.
What'd you have?
It was like Skreese or I don't
Sure.
know. Fucking stupid.
She gestures toward the stone ruin behind you guys, the overgrown remnants of the temple. There are others inside. We were attacked by these demon spawns, and I fell behind as the others ran for safety. I feared leading the demons into the temple, where my comrades would be trapped at the dead end. It would have been the death of them all. So I acted quickly. I invoked an ancient troglodyte sealing ritual to close the entrance before I could follow them. That's when I was cornered. The rest you know. Thank you.
Fortunate that we came just as we did. We met your other companions.
Could not be forgotten. We'll die for this cause of ours, but given a choice, live another day. I can reopen the temple. It will take time, about a minute, for me to complete the chant. If you would stay close.
Of course.
If there are more of those creatures nearby, they may sense the ritual. Have you questions?
We will stand the guard while you perform the ritual and protect you against any more of these creatures. We have sworn to Umalum that we would help return you and your friends.
She nods.
So-
His mage had to clear away a little bit of the corpses in her wake, letting the jungle claim these bodies as they sink into the mud.
Before you start, what's this temple belongs to?
It used to be of a tribe, long ago. I do not know of their fate, but this of theirs remains. They were my people. There are still some about Valeroot, farming little societies. Others have joined the more civilized world, branching off from tradition, finding purpose anew. It is my job to translate these runes upon these walls, these spells, these ancient ways of my fathers and forefathers, and to record them for upper realm society. We have only just begun exploring these ruins when we were assailed by local fauna.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
So Gizmo's going to take up a position with his crossbow, and he's going to instruct Clank to stay close to our new friend and protect her if anything comes near.
Sure. All the while she prepares to begin the ritual, laying about components that hastily were sort of thrown to the ground in her attempt to escape, lays them out neatly before her and raises her hands up, closes her eyes, and begins to hiss a chant, casting a wary glance now and then over the jungle's shadows of her alert for the dangers.
Eric is gonna take a Sorry, continue.
No, you.
Eric is gonna take a seat on the stairs, as he's sort of giving himself a moment to breathe and sort of examine the wounds that he suffered from that last battle. And he'll ask the party if anyone has a healing potion he can borrow.
Sorry, mate. Gave my last one to her. Seems like she needed it. You took quite a brunt there. I can whip up some bandages, maybe.
I'll
Let me
live.
see. I think I have one. Hold on a moment. Let me see. He starts
Yeah.
digging through his pen.
Eric, I always wanted to know, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. And as you're thinking, I stab you in the arm with a faster
Oh no!
It's like you're needling a baby.
Surprise!
Literally distracting me like a child.
10 healing.
10? Thank you.
Yes, 10.
I do have one healing potion left if you need it still, Eric.
It would help a lot.
Well,
Time is of the essence.
I will give it over that healing potion to Eric. It is a regular potion of healing.
Thank you. And he drinks it.
How's Eric looking now? Still pretty beat up.
Above half.
You're managing your own HP?
Yeah.
Good. Shame about the beast, says Jim Jar, looking at his mount with the saddlebag still attached to it. The saddle still there.
Oh yes, such a pity. And I take the saddle off of it and put it on Gwen Haver.
And how are you feeling, mate? You look a little gaunt in the face.
Seen the better days. What were those things? Fiends. Stink.
Ah, this big one over here, he's pretty ugly looking. I think it's only gonna get worse.
They ain't native,
Hey,
that's
come
for
on.
sure.
He claps his hands together. We got something for our boy over here. He took a stride. And then I think Jim Jar's hurting a lot too. I think he got pretty messed up.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna.
I don't know why, but you put him in the
change
tank for some reason during our combat. I was like, alright. The rogue goes in front.
Yeah.
He knows what to do, man. But yeah, I'm gonna change Atlas. We are.
He does have a ranged weapon, you know that, right?
Yeah, but I try to use blind casting a spell. and
Blindness,
then,
deafness, yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough. Nonetheless,
I should have.
a shimmering shield will then manifest around Jim Jar for those 10 temporary hit points.
I can help, I suppose, if you want.
Are we lads ready?
Just giving everybody a chance to speak up before moving on with
Oh,
the
since
scene.
we got a little bit of time, why don't I just whip out me string instrument here, play you all a little song if I...
Still in lycanthropy form.
Yeah, it's just still in lycanthropy, but
Lacerates
he's been practicing with his taggle harp. It's not been good, but he's just making it as a joke. He's no bard.
Are you sure it's wise to attract other things with that racket? He says.
Oh, look at your scales, old Frizzle. I'm just joking. Just trying to lighten the tension.
Yeah, I was looking forward to the music.
Perhaps you should wait before we're inside. As you catch your breaths and process the encounter with Casper, a sudden chill sweeps through the more acute of you, or those of you more sensitive to noise and sight. A foul sensation as a voice whispers from the shadows, cold, venomous, somewhat playful. Eric. This is going to be a little bit of a PPG cutscene, so respect the monologue if you will.
Yeah.
Red eyes glint in the shadows, heralding the arrival of a figure whose presence radiates malice and a calculated cruelty of drow nobility. The woman steps into dim light, and her figure cloaked in the sacred garb of Lolth's priesthood. Black and violet silk embroidered with intricate spider motifs that crawl across her robe, seeming to almost move. He wears an elaborate headdress of filigree twisted into the shape of webs and decorated with a black onyx gemstone that shimmers like predatory eyes in the dark. Her jewelry features fanged spider pendants. Lolth's 8-legged symbols, marking her as Lolth's chosen. And every step she takes seems measured, her eyes cold, but filled with disdain, looking at you all as if you're all beneath her. Her posture is one of dominance, authority. She makes herself known. The second time this entire campaign for Eric, but first time for the rest of you. You are faced with Ilvara Mizzrym, the formidable warden of Valkenvelv, who has found you at last. And so the High Priestess of Loth speaks. So the Lord Lingtain has crossed half of the North Dock in a futile bid for freedom. You poor, deluded fool. Her lips curl into a sneer as she steps closer. In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Is it money, power, influence, that which you have gained? No. You see, a man chooses. Slave obeys. She creeps closer like a spider crossed its web. Eric, do you think you have a choice now? Some grand destiny to return to, some family waiting for you in the light, a hearth, a home, warm arms welcoming you back. Was there ever such a place? Were you ever more than something bred to sleepwalk through life until given true purpose by a master's command? You fancy yourself free, Lord Lingtain, or are you, at your core, still at Loth's mercy? Do you believe you have a choice? She prowls. You think you're in control to stir the wheel of your fate. But you didn't build this road you walk, and in the Underdark, these passages are mine. You are mine. She leans in, raising her hand, eyes ablaze with that cruel anticipation as her voice plunges forth like a dagger. A man chooses. You, a slave, obeys. Then her voice splits into many, resonating like an arcane command. Approach. Eric, please make me a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw versus effects of charm as the voices in your head resonate. Approach. Stop. Kneel.
Eric immediately got up when he saw Ilvara approaching, and there's like a flash of fear in his face for a second before he like defiantly holds up Dawnbringer to in front of him. And as he's listening to this and he hears the command, he finds that his legs begin to move of their own accord.
Ilvara recoils, her eyes wide in surprise. Curse your sunblight. Shielding her face, she hisses, "The light of the surface has no place in the Dark Lady's domain. You will pay for this affront." And she manages to get out this awful-looking scourge whip. And should you keep watching, she will whip Eric's hand to attempt to disarm him of his weapon.
Oh nah, she ain't touching my boy. I need him.
What was I going to say? I'm respecting the monologue, but it's time to jump in.
Mm-hmm.
Gizmo
Go
will
ahead.
put his hunter's mark on her, and he will fire 2 shots.
As you guys begin to take hostile action, I will ask you all to take your initiative. As a smirk spreads across Ilvara, expecting just this.
We're re-rolling initiative then.
Please. Well, actually, you already are initiative.
Oh.
Forgive me.
Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I kept initiative
So,
open.
Tom, if I look into the ceiling, how many red eyes do I see?
Dozens upon dozens upon dozens descending upon their webbed strands. In the shadows, a group of drow creep close, their forms melding amid the bioluminescent foliage. As you take your weapons, you see them reinforced by fresh scouts and spellcasters from Menzo Baronzan. The hunting party moves with silent precision into position, the gleam of their weapons catching the faint light as your arrows whiz past toward Ilvara. At the forefront, Ilvara's priestess apprentice, Asha of House Foundry, takes position. sprinting forth before her mistress to catch the arrows that you send forward. Hand extend outwards. We will act on initiative accordance. She's going to roll lower than Gizmo, meaning that he gets to totally take off that shot before Asha gets the chance to block it. Clad in dark robes, Asha carries a thimble of cloth in her hand and begins to channel a dark spell that sort of spreads like a dark aura, like these dark webs outwards. And all the while you can see spiraling spiders like these spirit guardians begin to manifest, but her spell did not manifest quite yet in time. Flanking the two of them, elite warriors, some familiar to you, especially to you, Eric. Yorlan Duskrin, the one who freed you from your cell. Shur Vandry. Their expressions cold, calculated. And riders survey the area, bows drawn and poison-tipped arrows at the ready. Just as you spot them emerging from the brush, you hear a sharp command as Ilvara raises her hand. "Loose arrows!" she bellows. And the sound of swinging bows pierces the air. At the top of initiative, we have a charmed Eric. Eric, you can attack any target you see about you, as I'm going to go ahead and place them about you, with the spider floating a little bit off screen here. We have the Driders forming to either side of you. And the warriors rushing past your charmed form to sort of separate you from your group. One of them rushing toward the other moon elf. What is the highest passive perception we have here, guys? We have one sneaking warrior about. Calculating your senses. 17?
Yeah.
If it beats my roll of 16, no it doesn't. You, with your keen senses, spot another one of them. Sort of creeping to the side over here. Right above you. Alrighty then, so that's going to be initiative on my end as well, and I'm going to sort it and see how actions turn out. As the hunting party faces off you guys. Yeah, so we definitely have Eric at the top of initiative. You are charmed by Ilvara and cannot harm Ilvara. Otherwise, since your party did react before you were disarmed, you still have your weapon in hand. How do you wish to act from your kneeled position?
Did either of those crossbow shots hit her?
If your initiative would have been now, yes. Otherwise, I'm acting on initiative. Unless you have the surprises condition inflicted upon creatures, you don't get a bonus round in 5e D&D.
I get it. I thought you said those shots were gotten off before.
Go ahead and shoot them. I'll allow you.
Forward, so.
Go ahead.
I did. The one was a critical miss. The other was a 17.
Cool. So one of them manages to strike past Asha Vandry, the priestess at the head of the group, and toward Ilvara. What's the damage?
7 plus the d6. 8.
If that is then handled, I'm going to go ahead and give Eric the floor. As your arrow pierces, doesn't cause much of a flinch, and bending itself into Ilvara's shoulder, she coldly takes it out, looks at it lazily, lets it drop, and the arrow, as it drops, before it even hits the ground, sort of burns away into this black ash.
It does not force a concentration save for her at all.
Rolling it. Alrighty then, with that 24 rolled. Sorry, Eric, sorry. Go ahead. A lot handled.
Eric is there, kneeling with the sword in hand, but he still grits his teeth, and he can't bring himself to view Ilvara with hostility, but he looks at a Drider to his left and with a quick motion swings Dawnbringer. He says, You think targeting and attacking someone in the dead of night makes them slave? That's a 19 to hit.
This is striking what? The underbelly of the Drider?
Yeah.
Very nice.
And a 22.
You managed to surpass their natural armor, their clad iron armor as well, as you strike the underbelly with both strikes. Roll damage as chaos erupts. Ilvara's voice rings out, taunting, turning to her guardians and servants, shouting, Lolth test us in this moment. Do not fail her. Do not fail me. Kill the dwarf. He shall make a worthy sacrifice. The rest bring to me alive.
Dealing 13 damage with the first strike. And 14 damage with the second.
Your mighty foe barely flinches at your strikes, but recoils from the sunlight.
And he's gonna bonus action second win again. Okay. That is
So-
his turn.
Nicely done. So damage blind, and for the sake of context here, I'm hitting a lot of things, so apologies. The battle begins, and a decision looms upon you. This is going to be a formidable fight, as you would know, Drow are no joke. You might be able to do this, you might not. Will you stand and fight against Ilvara and her relentless hunting party, or will you protect Skris long enough for her to complete the temple opening chant? So for the sake of this, I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative for Skris. But the way this is going to work is that every turn, I'm going to reduce her initiative by 1. And when it reaches 0 is when she completes the chant. Make sense?
Yeah.
Nice. Sure, Vandry, ever cruel, drow elite warrior that he is, smirks as he lithely makes his way across the battlefield, sprinting forth with his blades drawn. A short blade strikes against Aranis.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Piercing his flesh and wounding him deeply for additional poison damage as the blade is coated.
No, he's down. He's down.
You watch as Aranis dies.
Oh,
In whoever speaks Elvish, you can hear him spit an insult at the dying elf as he watches the light go out of him. Filthy fairy, savage dweller. Just spits on him like they're nasty about it. All right, and with that, Shurvanj is going to go ahead and lock blades with you. Bajarak, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw against his taunt as he points his blade towards you and sort of goes like, you next. And there's a spell laced in his words, awful drow magic that compels you into a duel. It's going to be a DC 15 saving throw.
is it by any means a charm effect?
Compelled duel is not. Let me read. I don't think so.
Okay, I was just curious because I have advantage against it. That's
No,
fine.
it's not a charm effect. It's a concentration spell with a lot of conditions to drop it.
11.
So, the way this works, as he targets you and compels you, on a fail save that you are drawn to the drow, compelled by Lolth's decree, while he concentrates on the spell, you have disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than this drow before you. Each time you attempt to move away from him, you have to make a save as well. This spell will break if you distance yourself from this compelling presence, or if the drow otherwise, refocuses somebody else. But for the sake of this, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little thinking cap on him for concentration. Alrighty then. And just a second short strike against you. You're holding no weapon, so it's a simple 19 to hit
Yep.
for 7 plus 7, 14. Unless you have any resistance to poison, that you can have that, which as a Dwagar, I believe you do.
To poison, yes.
So it's going to be be just 10,
Oh, okay, 10.
because the poison doesn't take full
Um,
effect.
You know what? Fuck him. I'm gonna use my reaction and I'm gonna do deflect attack.
Okay.
17. I'm gonna take all that and redirect back at him. I think I fixed my thing. He had to make it.
Why are you ruling? I'm making dexterity attacks. Dexterity saves.
I would have to make you make one if I choose to throw it back at you, in which I did.
Okay.
It was a DC 16.
18 is
So-
what I roll for my dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
She sort of bends backwards on a 4th degree and then just prepares both blades in a cross X sort of to parry any attack that might come toward him. So he's parrying. Anything else on as a reaction from your?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. Ilvara Mizzrym. And I have to remember that she has legendary actions. Let me just read them real quick. Okay, cool. I made it easier on myself. Yes.
Does she want to use them? That's the question.
I did write myself a little guide for combat because there's so much going on with this party. As Ilvara closes her eyes, murmuring an incantation in abyssal, shadows writhe around her. In the name of Lolth, let her children of the abyss feast upon these enemies of ours. Guard me, minions, show them the wrath of Our Lady. And she's gonna go ahead and throw forth at the group Insect Plague. At 5th level. Swarming, biting spiders. Fill 20-foot radius sphere. 20-foot radius sphere. How many can I target with that? Let's see. Line, circle. That'll be 20 feet. That's all of you but Eric, right? So all of you but
Yep.
Eric. As the sphere of spiders spreads, awful flying spiders for some reason. The sphere remains there for while she concentrates on this spell, likely obscuring the area, making it difficult terrain. When the area first appears, each creature must make me a Constitution saving throw, DC 14, against 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much. You also make this saving throw when you enter the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or end your turn there. See, I wish the specification was on Moonbeam, because this is what Moonbeam needs. When it appears and the other after condition. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that circle, by the way, so we're not confused. It was about, big.
And you said con save?
Yes. Are my rules
And
not
it is
visible?
a s-
Oh, no, they're not.
It is a spell, right?
It is a spell that she's concentrating on. Eric, you are no longer charmed.
Okay.
What was the damage on it?
It was, sorry, I did rule it in secret for some reason. 18 piercing or half?
We choice going down.
What's going on?
Ginger.
Oof.
He has
No.
18.
No.
Ginger is dead.
No. No. Uranus and Jim Jar. Back to back.
He just looks at you like, Gaucho, help me! No, no! He just gets consumed by spiders, although Ilvara laughs. Good thing you have a resurrection stone, but which one will you pick? Because we have Ginger also dead. And off initiative.
She say alive.
Alrighty, so difficult terrain and damage at the end of the turn if you stay there. That's her action. Reading off just the rest of that, and she's concentrating. Alrighty then, that'll be Guinevere to act then.
Okay, so this is going to be difficult terrain because of spiders, right?
Yeah,
Or...
Insect Plague. I'm going to go ahead and paste the whole spell now that I'm not whispering anymore. Let me just do that again. Insect Plague, 5th level. Boop. Just ignore the damage. Oh. Okay, there we go.
So that will be 20 feet to there. And then if I can jump... No, I'd have to land here. Gwen will be 20 feet here, and with advantage, going to be claw, bite, and tentacles.
Against Sure. The Elite Draw Warrior is going to go ahead and waste his reaction to parry, adding 3 armor class against 1 melee attack that would hit him. So there's going to be anything hitting above a 21. Oof. Okay. Sorry, I'm handling things on my end. So along with his studded leather armor and his twin scimitars, he goes ahead and parries one of the attacks, but one of them does land. So the claw attack does land.
Okay.
And the tentacle. Oh, 2 of them attack. Two of them land. I apologize, I'm just handling a lot of things.
Okay.
So claws and tentacles. 9 slash.
And what is this? Oh, on a hit, so it's grappled. So this will be 10, 20. So that's 40 feet of movement, and then I can pull out this way. So I'll be out, but I'll keep him inside here, I guess, and because he's grappled. I think because I'm one size larger, that it doesn't cost me extra movement, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll pull him to the edge of this cloud right here.
Yep.
And that will be Gwen's turn.
Gizmo.
Gizmo is going to step back out of the cloud, and he is going to tell Clank to attack the Drow Priestess, and then he's going to fire off 2 shots at her. And that's going to be, let's see,
Nice.
So which priestess are you talking? The one that's at the forefront, Asha, who is this one over yonder, or the one that's at the back, which is Ilvara?
Ilvara.
Ilvara.
And
All right.
I'm thinking 13 and 14 not likely to hit.
13 or 14 do not penetrate her mage-like armor, as the ricochet of the bullet sort of shimmers for a moment because the air to shimmer, and webs sort of take up that space and reform that shield around her.
And are the insects difficult terrain, you said?
Yes, insect plague while hell is difficult terrain.
Alright, so I'm just trying to figure this out then. So Clank has movement of 40, so a difficult terrain that would be 20. And I don't know that he can actually take a dash, does it say?
I believe you can.
Then he's gonna move the remaining to be another difficult terrain till there would leave him 10 left. He's gonna go 5. Yeah, he's pretty much between right about there, and that's his movement.
Look at this frost bucket. What fun is it in slaying it? It doesn't even bleed, says the younger of the 2 priestesses as she cruelly gets out her whip, ready to break apart your construct. But he makes his way to that position. Anything else on your turn?
That is it.
Nicely done. Tristana and the Lycan, kill the dwarf. We have no need of him. The skulking scout up top of yonder is going to go.
Question though.
Yes.
Sorry. We do have an initiative tie. What's their dex?
Yeah, sure. Mine is +4.
Ah, fuck, you win.
Yes. She's gonna go ahead and you see her manifest out this wicked looking crossbow with a glistening tip of this purplish glistening poison at the tip, and she makes a shot at you. Gonna be a 14 against you as you dodge.
Fail. Goes wide.
Nicely done. She spends that time to reload. All the while, she's up there on these rafters. She's about 25 feet up on the ruins, almost clinging to the side of the wall, like she has some sort of innate ability to spider walk, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
She's gonna go ahead and you see, sure, the drow who compelled you to duel turned angrily toward his own scout above and says, "You fool! Leave him to me! He's compelled!" They cannot attack others, so I'm gonna go ahead and focus my taunt then at Isabel. Isabel, go ahead and make me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw against the effects of taunt, as this drow of yonder is compelling you to a duel. So I'll mark her. I'll mark her with pink. I'll mark you with pink to sort of pair you off. Held. Alrighty then. That's gonna be action, bonus action, end of turn. Azarak, compelled into a duel to act.
I am in still a duel.
Yeah, you are compelled until it is broken. Either you break his concentration or he does anything on the bottom that's still there. Attacking-
Oh, I thought that's what happened. I thought she shot me, and then that ended the
It only if it damaged
duel.
you.
And then
I think this guy needs to make 3 con saves, though, if that's concentration, right? Because 2 hits from Gwen and then 1 from the insect plague thing.
so I know I need to make a save, right?
If you end your turn there.
Yeah. Oh, if I end my turn, okay. I guess he makes that save then. Well, I gotta read that thing again. So I'm compelled unless I move far away from it, though.
If you want to move away from your compeller, you make me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw to try and overpower his spell and move away. If you move away more than 30 feet, the spell ends. Meta, but it's funner when it's meta.
Yeah, I had something lined up. I was actually gonna try to see if I could get out of that duel and try to help my boy up there. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a wisdom save. Is that an action from me though?
No, it's safe.
Nope. Okay.
It's part of your
20.
Okay. For this, you're still compelled, but for this turn, you can use your movement as by default. You are in difficult terrain. Otherwise, you can move in any direction you wish.
I do have the boots on, and I just
Nice.
figured I have this. So that was 10. Sorry. I just mapped this out.
I think you're still going to be at disadvantage on whenever you attack, as long as that's up, though. Right?
Oh, I guess
Unless
so.
you
Yeah.
attack the dude.
Yeah.
This is weird. 25. Yeah, 30. Yeah, that gets me close right there. Okay. I still might be at disadvantage, but I can't resist. And yeah, so I'm gonna use my movement and everything, moving around here, bouncing around, goes around the Drider, and then I'm gonna end up here, close to her. And then, even though I'm still compelled, I'm still gonna go for 2 attacks. I think one of them she was trying to do something or break whatever. However, I'm gonna use the whole force of my Lycan power, and I am just gonna try to just wail on her. And so that's 2 attacks. At normal, or excuse me, it is at disadvantage. $21 and a 21.
Strike.
10, that's 17 force total. And then once I do that, I'm going to bonus action 60 feet back and up here as my shadow step.
As you attack her, you're used to your prey fearing you. You were trained to impose fear, terror. As you go and lash out with your claws, you barely even render her robes. There is a magical aura about her that prevents her from receiving the full impact of your wounds, some fiendish touch from her goddess herself. Is that the best you can do? Gods, rid of him. A nuisance. We have no use for rebellious slaves. Isabel, compelled by Tristana over yonder. What do you do on your turn?
Okay. For start, guys, you have 10 HP. 10. Okay? Consume
I'll take
them.
it.
Fix your health, okay?
That feels great. Ginger, no.
Ginger, no. Yeah, only to. Okay, only for Glabs, me, Self, sorry. Is this 10 HP? The other ones do not get it. 11. As you see, the orb is surrounded by spiders, but there's still booming energy shield.
All the insects receive temporary HP.
They also do that. I'm gonna say yes, why not, yeah? You see, some insects are blue now. As I'm being compelled by this woman, I think I can do this one. I'll miss it.
25 feet up.
I'm going to do 15. Does this hit both of them? This triangle?
She's 25 feet up.
25 feet on the sky. Okay, my bad.
Go ahead and put a text there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna aim at her, and you see the hand is all full scales, like almost like a rock at this point. Shoot at her. 14 to hit.
Does not pierce through her armor or dexterity.
Okay, I cannot move back from 30 feet.
You cannot move. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say fall back to the guys. That's my turn. Bonus actions, and movement. You know, Atlas is moving with me. Hey, this guy is not the same.
Alrighty then. On his turn, Jarl Nathgrim, the scar-faced elf, is gonna go ahead and around about begin to climb up this wall, making his way up and taking position with arachnid-like spider climb. He manifests forth another one of those hand crossbows and takes aim across the battlefield, narrowing his eyes at Gizmo. Gizmo, the strike against your armor class is 13 as the arrow whizzes past and ricochets off the stone beneath your feet. There he perches. Taunting. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go ahead and taunt Self. Self, your mind once again is assailed, but this time by the drow. It's a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw against the effects of this compelled dual taunt. As they invoke forth Lolth's decrees, marking you for death. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mark him in orange, unless you have some way of re-ruling that. I'm gonna go ahead and...
I'm taking it.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and he's concentrating on that, giving you the turn.
Right, so I am going to hit him with an Eldritch Blast. That will be 26.
Catching him mid-reload with his crossbow, you go ahead and roll that damage, as you probably would also want to knock him off, I would imagine.
Yeah, so that'll be 7 force damage. And yeah, I'll knock him off, sure.
As he falls groundward, taking an additional 2d6 bludgeoning damage from the fall and splashing into the mire.
Am I still compelled?
I'm rolling concentration against the fall damage instance. AC 10, 21, still compelled, yes.
Okay, in that case, I can only make it to here, so I'm going to Misty Step, not further away, but, you know, along the radius of this, up into this position. Actually, why not? I'll go right here, and I will hit him with another one. Well, actually, yeah, I guess that I can't get further away from him using a spell, can I?
You can, as long as it's not more than 30 feet away from him. You are stuck.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like in League of Legends when you are taken to Brazil.
Right. Okay, yeah, so I will move up into this position
More to come
and try to hit him with another blast. 17?
17 does not strike his magically enchanted armor.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay, that'll be my turn.
No problem.
I was gonna ask, when it hit Ilvara, does she have to do a con save for concentration?
I'm rolling those.
Okay.
I've been rolling those.
Okay, and my damage inside the insect plague. Sorry, what will it be?
Suppose I should reroll it since you've opted to stay within. Ilvara Mizzrym, Insect Plague at 5th level.
Yes. 26. Okay, cool.
40, 10 rolls 26. You make the save, mind you. You don't just take that. You make the save throw when you enter spell's area, so making the save is half that. 13. Piercing damage. Shredding your temporary HP armor. As the Drider flanking Ilvara forms a protective shield in front of her and is going to go ahead and strike at Charging Clank, just trying to kick it off. It will go ahead and make 3 attacks with its longsword, replacing one of them with web slings. 2 attacks against Clank. 22 hits, right? And 15 doesn't.
Absolutely. 15 also
15
hits.
meets. So it's going to be 18 damage all in all as the Drider goes ahead and just sort of pierces both its front legs onto Clank.
And 18 is what he had left, so Clank is down.
No temporary HP from shield.
It had 10 before.
And also, let me double check this. I actually rolled 13 and 16 to strike because I have silence sensitivity.
Aha.
Ah, so it's going to be
So the
16.
13 would miss that.
Okay. So it's just 11 slashing damage, leaving him with 7 HP remaining as it begins to bleed oil. And then one arm comes out as it slings forth a web in... Ooh, who do I want to pull? Who do I want to pull? Who do I want to pull closer? Are you close enough? You sure are. Gizmo, a web sling comes sailing towards you. This sticky filament. I'm looking to see if there's any if there's any saving throw. I'm gonna fix this because I'm not sure why I did not include one. Go ahead and make me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, please. For the initial, like, dodging out of the way of the sling. I'll add it to this.
And if it's magic, then I have advantage against magic.
It's a biological property of it. It's more like a trait. It's not a spell. Because there's no way to
Okay.
break concentration on this saving throw.
Oh, well, doesn't matter. I crit failed.
Yikes.
It's okay. Go ahead. I want to give you a save because automatic success is brutal. Alright, cool. So, you are, small as you are, adhere to this filament and grappled by the Drider. The escape DC is the same, DC 15. But the escape to get out of his grapple is made with disadvantage as you're enwebbed by this filament. And I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to reel. Make me a DC 15 strength saving throws. You feel the Drider begin to pull you closer into the cloud of insects. DC 15 strength saving throw.
Yeah, that's not gonna be easy.
Meets and beats.
Oh, he makes it.
Okay, so you are super grappled in place there by the filament, but remain in place. That's 2 attacks from my Drider. Skris continues to chant. Her initiative goes down to 9 more turns as Glabagul takes his turn. Skris is gonna go just end her turn, not in the insect plague, but yeah.
Glob is going to use his engulf and kind of sprint his way over to this guy, falling off the edge and flopping onto him.
Good gods!
Just imagine this thing coming over the edge and falling 20 feet to him.
Not again!
Dexterity saving throw from my Drow Elite Warrior. For 21.
Okay, so it should get pushed to the side, which breaks his spell.
Nicely done.
And I'm just gonna roll a con save for concentration on the hunter's mark. 18, okay.
Glabagul's turn done.
Yes, yeah, that's it.
The other Droider comes into action, concentrating on Eric's light. With a disadvantageous blow, the Droider will take to disarm Eric. So let me go ahead and enable... I'll stop whispering first and foremost. And then do disadvantage. Eric, I have a 20 with disadvantage against you.
That will hit.
Alrighty. Moment. So that'll be a total of 19 slashing damage as with a painful strike, your weapon is disarmed from you, and then with a web sling, it's going to waste its third attack to sling it toward the handle of Dawnbringer and bring it toward itself, reeling it in. So this Drider to your right of yonder wields Dawnbringer and will go ahead and take a free object direction action to just toss her into the murk away from them. I'm going to go ahead and mark her location, judging by a strength roll. I'm going to multiply by 5 here. Yeah, so it's going to be a good 20 feet away. Into the murk.
Okay.
How much was she casting when you last wielded her, be honest?
I believe I said before that I wanted Dawnbringer to be extending 30 feet of bright light and 30 feet of dim light in all directions.
Cool.
That was either last session or the session before. I'm trying to remember if maybe we long rested before that.
You got it. 30 feet. Bright light.
I don't think we long rested before we got to the camp.
No, unfortunately. The Drider is going to go ahead and remain by Ilvara's side as Asher Vandry, the second priestess, looks down at Clank. Just send him in there as a tank. And she's gonna go ahead and walk.
Yep.
I'm just looking to see here. She's gonna go ahead and manifest a spiritual-looking scourge whip as a weapon and strike at Clank for 8.
And Clank is down.
No,
Eight
striking
to
it for
hit?
8 to hit. Sorry, so that's
Oh,
missing.
sorry.
That was my bonus action, and as an action, do I have anything? She's gonna go ahead and conjure a black flame, sacred flame at Clank and throw it forth at him. Now, sacred flame, is that a ranged spell? It is.
Yes, Sacred Flame is. It's at the DC save, so there is no attack roll.
Yeah, correct. Sacred flame. It's gonna go ahead and be a DC of 13 dexterity from Clank. I'll make Asher stop whispering.
Oh, that's a failed dexterity.
6 radiant damage. Cinches Clank's
6.
form. Yes.
He is at 1.
Burn. As you didn't have top of initiative then. With Eric's
My
turn.
Okay. Eric, with his bonus action, is going to drink a potion of endurance. And then he's going to try and make a... He's not literally taking a dash action, but he's going to try and like take a dash towards Dawnbringer as he's disarmed and it's flung away. Dawnbringer is literally like the symbol of hope and survival and the chant and light for him, and this endless abyss does not want to lose her. He's gonna try and take the opportunity attacks and run towards her.
Okay. My Driders still have the reactions. It's your funeral. 2 bite attacks against you then for 17 and
Does not
a
hit.
15.
Does not hit.
All right.
You said it was 20 feet away? Where exactly is it? Oh, I see it on the map.
Are you dashing past Ilvara to get to it as well?
He's not literally taking a dash action. He can actually just get there with his movement.
No,
yeah,
but I mean,
he'll,
like, you're passing by Ilvara,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
he is.
A Scourge Whip comes slashing at your back, trying to hit you, but you're too fast as you dodge out of the way. That's 3 attacks against you missed.
Mm-hmm. He's running towards the source of the light. They're like turning towards the sunlight. It's getting into their eyes. Yeah. He runs towards Dawnbringer, picks her up. And,
So you are
What?
next to Dawnbringer, right?
mm-hmm. And, he will take, after picking it up, he will take the dash action to, get next to the Drider on the right. He's not going back into the middle there, but he's like...
30
with
feet
the
will
dash
land
action.
you here. As you're dashing
I'm
through.
sorry, I said the Drider, the big spider.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Alrighty. Basking back in that sunlight is at the end of your turn.
That was his bonus action, yeah.
Okay. Shurvandri, the Drow elite warrior, dashes up the wall, spider walking and leaping, then to flank Bajarak around. And as he spins
is
around, he is grappled.
Yep. Using Gwen Haver's
Oh, fuck.
tentacles. Yep.
Yeah, boy.
He's gonna go ahead and just drop his spell altogether. You are no longer compelled. Bazarak
There we go, boy.
is gonna turn his full wrath onto the beast before him, grappled as he
Okay.
is.
Still can't move though. Has to stay in the
I know, I'm just
AoE.
checking something on the map. I have other hidden token from you guys that are beneath my other tokens. So, grappled and restrained, or just grappled?
I think it's just grappled. Here, let me link it.
Thank you. That doesn't matter. Guinevere is a displacer beast. So,
Why isn't this?
I don't think we're gonna make it through this one, boys.
It's just
Get
grappled.
that door open.
Ilvara's protected, but the rest
Uh,
can bleed.
The second one misses.
Striking the beast for 6 piercing damage and 6 poison taking effect. As you compel me back into combat. Because I believe it's a full action for me to try and escape, right? So.
I think so. I'm going to use. I think I have something called displacement.
It's just an innate trait.
Shifting step, which
Oh.
allows me to move 5 feet if something misses me.
Nice.
So I'm going to take you for a little ride, keeping you in the AOE.
Alrighty then.
Holding you in the bugs. Yeah. And then I think that's another something D4 bug damage to him because he ends his turn there. It's at 4d10.
Oh,
Right.
fuck.
30. Nice.
Fail, my boy, fail.
I
Damage
think grapple
handled.
gives you grapple gives you disadvantage, or restrain does.
Grapple just
Restrain.
Okay.
Grapple just reduces your speed down to 0. As Ilvara Mizzrym looks about the battlefield and spreads out her hands. Fools, use the gifts I've bestowed upon you. Does anybody holding onto a spell currently? Just scanning battlefield for any spells.
No.
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 Yeah, Gizmo's still concentrating on Hunter's Mark, which is on Ilvara.
No problem. So she's gonna go ahead and turn her wrath upon Eric with Scourge in hand. At disadvantage. $1911.
19 hits.
She locks Scourge and Blade against Eric. It's gonna be a total of 21 damage. As the poisonous barbs upon the whip lacerates forth. She's still maintaining her bug spell there upon poor Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just looking to see here if I have bonus action spells I can use. That's an action. That's an action. Okay. Guinevere, go ahead and do your thing.
All right. Guinevere is going to count here. I believe I can still hold the grapple in the bugs. That is going to be a. This is going to be claw attack against the female drow. Pack tactics, so that's a 24.
Hits.
5 slashing, and that is going to be a DC 13 strength save, or be knocked prone.
$16.
Okay, and then a bite. That's for 15.
Strikes.
For 12 piercing damage.
Pierce has caused her to bleed through her chained shirt beneath her robes. Yep.
Then the tentacle attack is going to go against the one that I have the tentacles on. So that's going to be 25 for 15 bludgeoning, or 13 bludgeoning, 2 piercing.
Done. You wound your targets. Giving floor to Gizmo.
So Gizmo is restrained or grappled? I'm sorry. I'm bound up in the.
No
this
problem.
film.
I'm gonna repost it again. It is, after all, a big. You're grappled.
grappled means I can't.
Speed 0.
Can I still attack with disadvantage with the crossbow? Is that?
Grapple does not affect your
Oh, wow.
attacks. It just speed 0.
Oh, okay, great. All right, well, I will attempt to fire off 2 shots still then at Ilvara, hoping that I can break her concentration. And those
Tough
are
shot from that
pathetic.
distance. But one
Pathetic shot.
bolt does find its. Oh no, it's an actual 1 there. Okay. Both attacks miss.
Okay, bonus action. I'm gonna have Clank use his repair. I don't know if I need to. That's Clank's action.
Mhm.
Tell him to repair himself, I guess. So that's. Did not roll. It's a 2d8 plus 3. 2d8. With 8 plus 3, 11. So he will get 11 points back. And he will move closer to the elf, the drow, sorry. And that will be his turn.
Sure thing. Dropping her taunt upon Isabel entirely and letting her succumb to the insect plague, the scout atop the rafters over yonder refocuses her efforts, drawing forth 2 short sword scimitar blades and lashes against Bazarak's claws. Bazarak to hit against you. 15-19.
19 hits.
The poison blade pierces through for 10 piercing damage and 11 poison, as she then takes a parrying stance.
Half of 11, what, 5 or 6?
5.
Okay.
And it's yours to retaliate if you wish.
No. I'm actually going to, I'll deal with you in a second. And then I'm actually going to bonus action teleport next to this lady. And on my first attack, it'll be with advantage from shadow stepping.
Wait. I can help you, she says,
No, you
through
can't.
gritted teeth bleeding out between gums.
And we are gonna go for it. I'm just gonna just put my 2 claws together and just break it down. Bring it down on her. This will be 1 for 25 for 11. Does that do it?
Yeah, how do you want to do this? As she says, House be Henry! And then, how do you want to do this?
Man, let's get brutal. These guys are fucking us up, and so, but he hates Drow. So, as he's going in, just like for all thematics and everything, he's just gonna take the side of her head in both of his hands, and he's just gonna like crush.
Finish her.
Finish.
Finish him! Anyway, that's why.
So that's 1. And then, I'm gonna try and go help my boy as best as I can. And then against this Drider, I'm gonna have the other attack be at normal. And this will be an unarmed strike for 9. Fuck.
Parried.
I don't.
Not
like
even
that.
with its blade, with the ones of its legs. Rock hard carapace against her claws.
Yeah, that's my whole. Yeah, that's my turn. Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Okay. As you hear Ilvara call out, Asha, you failure. Your body will feed the Queen's children after this. Isabel takes a turn.
Okay.
Are you still alive inside of insect plague?
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, there is a strategy on this, okay? Yeah, like I was aiming at this woman as she had me compelled, but then my aim changed to self and then to boss, as I cast bless on you and you get shot by a dart.
So bless on Lazarak and bless on self.
Yeah, and me.
Okay.
Because bless and yeah.
Bless is concentration.
And yeah, it's concentration.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna move forward. 1, 2, 3, 17. One.
Difficult terrain inside insect plague.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I cannot move more than here.
Ending in turns on insect plague. Go ahead and roll me that saving throw. It's against Ilvara's DC. Having still held the control spell, it's a C of 14 against 18 damage. Constitution.
Cool. And my temp HP for... No, nobody gets my temp HP, only I. So... And that's my turn. That's all for me.
Sounds good. Earl and Duskrin, facing off Glabagul over the under, is going to go ahead and risk an opportunity attack from him. In order to engage the back rank. It's going to go around here. But you're up. So, you know what? He's gonna go ahead and suffer that protect from the pseudopod for natural 1, missing him, and all the while getting out the crossbow bolt and trying to shoot self in the chest with one of those poison bolts. Aim, fire. 16.
Miss.
Armored spellcasters, gotta love them. Alrighty then, that is the end of my turn as self gets his.
Okay. Isabel is no longer compelled, correct?
Right.
I'm not.
Okay. I am going to take one Eldritch Blast against this drow, trying to knock her off. That'll be a 23, 24, 11 force damage, so I will knock her off the edge right there. And I'll make my way around this way. Do one more Eldritch Blast to the guy below me. 13?
Misses as he dodges.
Okay. Fuck it. Quicken Spell, and I'm going to try to hit him 2 more times, so that's going to be a 19.
19. Pierces through his armor and dexterity.
Okay, then I will knock him back 10 feet, which I believe is inside Glob, and I will... Yeah, I guess right there. Okay. And then one more. Okay. And that will put him inside Glob. So that will be a total of 24 damage, and now he is inside of Glob.
Yeah, that was smart.
We'll see. I'm waiting for any other rules.
No, that's going to be it. I guess I'll try to... I'll move back over and... What the hell? I'll take position behind one of these ramparts up here, just to be smart and try to get a little bit of cover. And that'll be my turn.
So engulf the Glabagul. Just Q-Boos. Other creatures can enter the space, but the creature doesn't, so is subject to the cube's engulf and has advantage on the saving throw. Having advantage on the saving throw, creatures inside the cube can be seen but have total cover. Good to know they have total cover. Alright, anyways, dexterity saving throw from my Drow Warrior at disadvantage. 10.
Yes. All right, so I roll acid, right?
3d6.
13.
Being digested but still alive. Screaming, muted within Globagool. Self takes his rest. The Driders descend upon the Warrior of Light. Eric, flanked from either side. These are going to be at disadvantage against you. Natural 1 missing, 11 missing, 11. Dawnbringer holds true her light, saving you from possible death. Skris continues to chant as Glabagul takes his turn.
So I believe that the drow inside is going to be grappled, so that is going to be a pseudopod at advantage.
Sean's hat has total cover. You cannot pseudopod yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, can I engulf more than one thing, or does it get pushed out?
You can
I
engulf
don't
up
think
to 4 medium creatures within a large
Medium creatures.
space. Yeah. Or one large creature.
Can't really get to anything, unfortunately.
Doesn't he have like a speed of 15 or something?
He has a speed
Yeah,
of
but it
20,
can-
and then he moves 20 more when he engulfs.
Oh.
Okay, I can make it here and hit the... Yeah, I'll hit the one inside the thing by moving up here.
Can I
Speed of
engulf
20? I
him?
think... Speed of 15. I can't move there, so... wait, what's pseudopod's range? Sorry, new to this. 5 feet reach, so... yeah, I guess I will move him... 15 feet with me. Unless you'll allow... Well, no, I can't. If I'd have to be inside the thing too, so... that'll be Glob's turn.
Okay. Second Drider within sunlight is to act. Blinded by the sunlight, turns toward Bajrak.
Oof.
It's going to be a 24th strike, 18, 17.
2 hit, the first 2.
Piercing slashing damage, and then poison damage is half to 4, for a total of 17 then. As it assaults you with both long sword and bite. Still within the sunlight, there it remains for time, just guarding Ilvara, forming a wall between you and her to his best ability. Its best ability at this point. They don't have gender anymore. Eric, take his turn.
Eric is going to bonus action Giant Smite, his last one for the day, and looks to Ilvara. He's seen the magics that protect her, but looks towards the whip in her hand. And he's gonna try and grapple it and steal it.
I'm just trying to gauge the silence. Are you waiting for me to tell you how to do that?
No, I'm just about to make the roll. Oh, that's actually with advantage, but I don't think I need it.
The creature can use a weapon attack to knock a weapon or another item from a target's grasp. The attacker makes an attack roll contested by the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics. If the attacker wins the contest, the attack causes no damage other than the ill effect of disarming, but the defender drops the item. The attacker has disadvantage on its attack roll if the attacker has disadvantage if the target is holding an item with 2 or more hands. The target has advantage on its ability check if it is larger than the attacking creature, or disadvantage if it is smaller. I see. So go ahead and make me a weapon attack, please.
I was just trying to like grapple it to take it, but I can do it with a weapon attack as well.
So that would be like a micro buff for you, and I'll explain why. The rules say you roll d20 plus whatever modifiers you get to your melee attack, which is usually your strength plus your proficiency, or whatever you get for your roll. If you have like expertise or anything on your athletics or whatever, suddenly you're buffing that.
Right. Okay.
Vis-a-vis, you have plus 11 to that. Ilvara will contest then with
But
whatever is higher.
since I'm trying to disarm, do I still get advantage for being a size larger?
The target has disadvantage because your size larger. So I rolled an 8.
Oh, okay.
Scourge in hand is disarmed.
With his extra attack, he'll target the Drider right next to him that's trying to attack him. Ooh. Guessing 13 doesn't hit?
No.
Okay, it still does 5 damage though. From my weapon mastery.
No, sir.
And then I will pick up the whip.
You have the Scourge in hand.
And I'm going to circle around the Drider so I'm not standing next to Ilvara. Or actually, I guess I'm too big for that, but...
What do I have to make for sure boundary save to escape out of the grapple?
I think it's a contested. Well, you can use strength or dexterity, I believe.
Is it a save or an ability check?
I think it's a contested check, if I'm not mistaken. This one I always kind of forget, but
18.
It's an action. It's an athletics or acrobatics check contested by the
Strength.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah, athletics.
That's posted. DC of 14, I rolled my 18 on the check, save, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Taking my action to escape out of that tentacle. Risking an attack from Guinevere if she wants to use her reaction as Shure slinks into the shadows.
And I use my tentacles to make this reaction.
Sure.
21?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, I'm gonna need a DC 14
You kill
to see
him.
if I re-grapple.
How do you want to do this?
Alright, so as it flips out, basically it starts trying to run away. Guinevere wraps one tentacle around its leg, kind of leg sweeping it, and kind of like Hulk with Loki through the bugs, kind of like smacks it until its head kind of pops on one of the pavers right here. And it turns around and snarls at the Drider.
Is that done? I'm gonna go ahead and look through my spell list for Ilvara Mizzrym. Ilvara bombs your location with a fairy fire blast. Fairy fire is a 20-foot cube. Let's measure that, shall we? And it is a concentration, so she's dropping concentration on her previous spell altogether. "20-foot cube. Targeting as many as she can within a range of 60 feet. Glavagul, Bazarak, Eric, and my NPCs that are within this. Go ahead and make that Is it a saving throw?
Dexterity, I believe.
Dexterity saving throw DC 14. Against the effects of fairy fire.
Oh no.
16.
A fairy fire my own Drider. That happens. Eric saves, Glabagool. Awesome. Alrighty then, action from Ilvara on a spell. And she holds her position there. Guinevere to act.
Gwen will. Yeah, Gwen will move into position with the Drider and make. Well, actually, probably rear around, kind of like doing a U-turn, and I'll go ahead and get the pounce attack in too. So that'll be the claw first. 27
Hits.
for 11 damage, and then I'm going to need a DC 13 strength save.
16.
Makes it, so that's going to be a bite, 9, and tentacles, 21.
Hits.
That's going to be 19 damage, and oh yeah, and it's grappled.
Gizmo to
The
act.
grapple.
Yeah, the Drider is.
The grapple work on something that's larger than Guinevere.
I think they're both the same size, larger, smaller. So unless it's a huge creature.
It only works on creatures one size larger. With disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
If the target is larger, smaller, it's grappled.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Gizmo, not able to move, is going to issue as the bonus action, issues the command to Clank to recharge herself, and is going to then fire off 2 shots, trying to get Ilvara, who is still marked, although there's quite a crowd over there, so I don't know if you want to give that her partial cover of some kind. But I will fire off 2 shots after.
22 strikes.
9, 22 plus 3, so 25 points of damage.
Oof, big hit.
But apparently she maintained concentration. Okay, and Steel Defender Clank's gonna roll the 2d8 to recharge, plus 3. Okay, so he's got 15 more health. And he is going to... Yeah, I guess he's gonna just stay where he is, because otherwise he's gonna be getting opportunity attack. So he's good there.
From your flank, Isabel, you see a blur shape charge towards you with 2 blades pointed towards you. The drow scout is going to go ahead and attack you from the side there with her poison short swords. Natural 20 on the first strike and 26 on the second one against Isabel.
When she hits me with the nat 20, yeah, I'll take it. I bleed out, but I use proportion shield, so she bounces out of it. 15 feet.
Unless you're somehow immune to poison damage or resist to it, 38 damage is the total for the first critical hit.
You know what? I cannot do that stuff. I go down before that. Let me check something fast. Poison. I'm down, guys.
Yikes.
In that case, then
Yeah,
the second strike is going to be at your unconscious body.
Go for it.
Out of crits for 2 failed saving throws.
2, that's...
Badger act to act.
Perhaps healing like a scream or a yelp.
Yeah.
He kind of just gets into like an overdrive mode. He's kind of just keeps muttering. He's just like, take him down, take him down. And he's gonna go for 2 attacks against the grappled creature here. It's
You
just
no longer
normal.
have bless, just so you know.
Yes. And yeah, that's just at normal because he's just grappled. It's not a restraint. So 11 and 17.
Very nice. I'm gonna say this: as you attack, you notice the fine, almost near invisible filament stretching all the way from the Drider all the way to Gizmo, and that strand sort of strangling Mr. Gatatoni in place is attackable as well if you want. Just as a hint.
As can the first one pierce through that then?
Sure. Let me just check the AC of it. Drider. I had HP AC for it. Web sling. The filament can be attacked. AC 15.
Ew.
Yeah. So if
You know what?
concentrate
Let's do
Yeah.
the second attack to get the filament then.
Yeah. You concentrate your effort
So-
upon it. If you roll more than 5 damage against it, you will sever the strand and you'll be no longer restrained in place. Able to
Yeah, you
act.
got it. 7.
Yes. Not to tell you what
All
to
right.
do, I'm just giving hints because it's not obvious because it's not on the map.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you. I was like, I can't remember why you were restrained again. I thought there was something, but
No problem. So
Um,
the filament restraining gizmo is severed and he is able to tear the rest of it off himself if he so wishes and move again.
we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna make. I'm gonna use key points, and I'm gonna make 2 unarmed strikes against the Drider. For a 19 to hit for only 4 force.
Meets and beats.
Cool. And can you roll me a con save with that? I'm gonna use 1 more key point to do a stun.
Stunning strike. Coming
DC
out
16.
strong. Con. D20 plus 4 gives me a total of 2 anyway.
Nah, I might as well just finish the attack then. For a 16.
16 does not pierce
Yeah.
its armor class. Driders are way stronger than elite guards.
I'm gonna kind of just shift around, go next to Guinevere here,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be my turn.
Isabel's fate comes to pass. She rules a d20 and manages not to die. For now.
For now.
Jordan's turn starts within Glabagul is checking golf real quick. I don't get to use oozes that often. When a cube moves, the engulfed creature moves with it. Engulfed creature can try to escape by taking action at the DC 12 strength stage. Okay. And then the ooze cube property is on the ooze's turn, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
So on my turn, I get to try a DC 12 strength saving throw to escape. Get me out of here, please, God. Yeah.
Oh!
Disgusting. That's my action, though.
Right.
Bonus action. I don't fucking even know. I'll risk it because staying here is death. He's gonna go ahead and try to sprint away from Glabagul to gain some distance.
19?
19 to strike hits, roll damage. Let's see how far he gets.
15 acid?
He has 1 HP left.
Breathe on him.
As he just dashes to flank, Isabel begins to lift his scimitar for coup de grace, but does not have the action to execute. Self. Stern comes to pass.
Looking out around the corner, seeing this situation in the middle, it's like, oh shit. And
Like
I
that.
am going to do 2 Eldritch Blast. Well, let's do 1 on the female drow. That's 25. I'm gonna knock her back 10 feet. And then the next blast is going to be against the one that is dripping with acid. Oh, messed up. Well, I guess. Hey, so it's 8
Like
damage.
that scene out of Harry Potter, he just like lifts up his hand, just like,
Yeah.
and it just he fucking blows his head off in the back. Jesus.
And then as a bonus action, you hear in your ear, Isabella, get up, we're not done with you yet. And you feel the poison being squeezed from your open wounds as you receive 8 healing, 8 HP.
Thank you.
Oh, and then I guess with the rest of my movement, I should probably stand in front of you. Do I have that? No, I will stand adjacent to you.
Support
Best I can
people.
do.
Alrighty then. The Drider flanking you from the left there, Eric, is going to go ahead and attempt a disarming strike against you. It has to hit with an attack first, so it's going to be with disadvantage against you with its longsword. First strike for 20. Hits
Oh my gosh, yeah.
for a total of 17 slashing damage. Wounding your hand and disarming you, it's going to raise its web sling, reel it in as a bonus action, and throw the sword once more as far away as it can. And as it does so, it repositions to, that's 3 attacks. No, 1 attack. Repositions around out of the light to strike you at normal with its second long-sword strike. Slashing from left to right across the back of your neck for 23 to strike for a total of 8 slashing damage. Against Eric,
Okay.
giving Skris another turn of chanting, and Glabagul his turn.
Glab will... Yeah, I can make it into this spot. So that is what I will do. Glab kind of lurches forward and attempts to engulf. Which... EC 12 dexterity.
Roll at normal with my modifier is a 16.
Okay, so she'll get pushed back then out of the
Pushback.
space. And that'll be Glab.
Alrighty then, giving the second rider its opportunity to sort of continue guarding Ilvara and concentrating on the creature upon which it can smell the most blood on, which is going to be Bazarak. Bazarak. Its full wrath upon you. It's going to go ahead and reposition away from Clank. Clank and Guinevere get opportunity attacks as it moves over yonder out of the sunlight.
It's grappled.
Oh, it is. I didn't see that little token. Still in sunlight then. Good for you. 14, 8, 15 against Bazarak.
None hit.
None hit. Sorry, Jeff, didn't mean to confuse you. I'm apparently grappled in place by the Panther with tentacles, so cannot
Yeah,
move.
and I already clicked it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's alright, no biggie.
I heard you. Yep.
Claw and blade clash as the bite misses. And we have Eric take his turn at the top of initiative.
Okay. Eric just lost Dawnbringer again. He's very frustrated about it. And
Imagine how frustrated I
You
am.
are still You are still holding the other weapon.
Yes, he
Picked up.
is still holding Ilvara's whip, and he looks at it for a moment, and then strikes the Drider right above him.
Ironic.
The grappled Drider with it. Yeah.
You dead. I'll roll it for you because it's funny. It is a strength or dexterity weapon, so you can make that d20 roll. Scourge, you're a fighter. You're proficient with scourges. They're martial weapons.
Yep. 25 to hit.
25 hits her for that.
And he strikes again.
Fucking do it again. As you turn to tables.
I say die.
She catches it in her hand and begins to like pull with surprisingly rageful strength. Enough to make you sort of keel forward for a second. Alright.
But he pulls back even harder. And he's gonna action surge to attack 2 more times. Oh my gosh, no. An 11?
How many times have you action surged? God dang it.
20. There we go. This is the first time.
Oh, I thought you did it before. Or maybe that second one. I'm getting too confused.
Yeah, second one I used before. The 20 hits.
As the slave strikes a slaver, breaking a holy commandment of Lolth in this bitter jest of irony, you actually shatter her unstoppable shield with that last strike altogether.
It's game time, baby!
And with her weapon.
That's why. Sure, Vandry is dead. Ilvara takes a step back from your assault, looks about at the turn of the tide, snarls and curses beneath her breath at the wounded and dead, and says, "This is not over." And as she begins to chant something, and the tide of battle turns against her, she calls out desperately, "Lolth, grant me your might. Bring forth your servant." And the air begins to crackle as something pulls beneath her feet, from her own blood manifesting out of the murk. An aberrant demon begins to form, rising like a mound of melted yellow wax, with uncountable tentacles sprawling forth, and a single large red eye swivels to stare at Eric with malice. "From the depths of the abyss I summon you. Come, handmaiden, O glorious servant of Our Lady, aid us in vanquishing these blasphemers." Eric, as the mass manifests behind you to flank you from the back, I'm gonna go ahead and put its token over yonder.
A handmaiden?
Handmaiden of Lolth. Rise, Cineflex. Pet of Ilvara. That's gonna take her full action to summon this beast, and there she remains. Oh, she also took a whole bunch of damage. She's gonna drop her spell that she was concentrating on, because it's only Fairy Fire against Strider here, and Glabagul, which is just sabotaging me. So dropping Fairy Fire altogether. Spell, action, checking anything else. She has no other bonus action she can use at this time. Cineflex, the Handmaiden of Lolth, will take her turn against Eric
Oh my gosh.
as Guinevere prepares hers. You just hear an awful abyssal voice. You dare! You dare strike the maiden! Damage or dominate. Damage or dominate. Let's go for dominate. It's a day.
Oh no.
Attempt to beguile you. This is gonna be,
It's
I
like
believe.
return to your. It's like return to your post.
Exactly.
Position. Know your place.
Attempted to beguile you with its spell. The Yochlol utters forth the spell words. Miss, you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, the DC of which is not 0. I'll tell you how much it is. 14. This is an effect of charm, if that matters.
It does not.
You have technically advantage on this because you are fighting its summoner.
Oh, 19.
Nicely
Eric
done.
just says, as he feels the magic trying to control him, he says, no, not again.
Very nicely done. Your will is your own as Guinevere takes her turn.
That is actually supposed to have a +1.
I realize now I should have actually maybe have taken damage from an attack because I had Fairy Fire on me.
It's alright, don't worry about it now.
If Gwen was to pounce on this drow by Glob, could she bring the... I have enough movement to do it at half speed. Could I attempt to throw the Drider into Glob? Or is that too much?
Like shove?
Like, so like when you're moving with something that's grappled, you kind of drag it along with you. So if I could
Anything
do that
you use
with
against me, I can use against you at a later time. I don't want to hear arguments later on when I pull that on you. If
I
you
think it's a bit much.
Okay.
So I will just go ham on.
I'm all
the
for you guys
Drider.
having fun, but every time you pull that wombo combo on me, I'm like, Tom will remember that.
I think it's asking for a bit much. So these will be an advantage. So that's 20, 15,
Against the Drider?
15. Yeah.
Anything above a 19 strikes through its dexterity and armor.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be those two. So that's 12 to the Drider.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be it.
Sounds good. Gizmo. Finally unrestrained from your position.
Unrestrained. But still needs to protect our ally up here.
You view her work, you see, like the runes of the Troglodyte temple begin to glow, and ever so slightly the doors begin to open on either side.
So I'm gonna instruct Clank to. Well, his turn is after mine. I'm gonna instruct him to try to grapple Ilvara, but I'm going to take 2 shots at her first. So I will take the 2 shots. 1, 2,
34 strikes.
and that would be for 8 plus the d6. 12 points of damage on Ilvara. And I don't know if her summoning that creature is any concentration, but if so, great. And then he will have Clank. Grapple is athletics. A grapple attack.
Grapple, I believe, is attack contested by my dexterity or strength, like acrobatics or athletics. It is an.
It's just
Yes.
a weapon attack then.
I believe so. I'm looking up as we speak. Let's grapple. There, I want to grapple.
I thought it was athletics, but I will do whichever you say.
No, it's definitely an attack, I believe. I mean, that's what I've been.
Grapple. I mean, I don't know if in the new rules, but in the old rules, it was a strength check or athletics.
Let's do that then. Something for me to look up after session.
Alright,
Yeah.
well,
I'm contesting that. The Drider's contesting that? Big old Drider?
no, the
Ilvara.
Ilvara.
Sorry. Losing it a little bit.
Probably going to be pretty easy to beat those.
I just happen to roll high.
Yep. That's fine. So Clank's unable to grapple her, but he tried. And that's his turn.
No problem. Now wishing to battle the monster by concentrating on the weak spellcasters in the back rank, the Scout charges forth around Glabagul and lashes out against the magically armored somehow self. Close combat option, please. Open the Dry Leech Warrior. Not in sunlight. Rolling at normal. Short sword attacks. Striking against self for 21 and 19.
Ooh. Those I'm gonna use shield again. So, they will miss.
Neat. Locking blade against your shield is Bazarek's turn.
Seeing how dire the moment is getting, but knowing that her just dominating feature, is kind of gone, but this demon's coming up and it's under her control. Seeing as Eric is separated from his sword. I got you your sword, pal. I'll give you an opening. Just make it count. And while he's fighting off the Drider, he's going to bonus action from the shadows and pick up the sword.
Nicely done. Can you, my only question, I hate doing this to you. The sword is actively shedding
Oh,
light.
fuck, it's in... Yeah, it is in light, you're right. Ooh, actually, hold on. I think I might have something.
Take the falling damage, boy. Teleport 60 feet into the air.
Yeah, I'm fucking dead at that point.
Mario stomp it. Land ass first on the sword, please.
Let me check. While you were entirely in order, you bonus 60 feet. You can also see within dim light or darkness. Okay. Oh, that's the improved shadow step. Okay. I thought it changed with the new version of Monk, but that's the improved one. That's a later level.
Nice.
Fuck it. I'll take the opportunity attack and go around. Actually, can I... Oh, I can just go right here. Yeah, never mind. I can cut right through, so I have no difficult terrain.
All right.
Is he gonna make an attack or no?
Who? The Drider?
Yeah.
He blinded by silent misses you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna pick up the sword, if she's willingly let me, and be like, as I go to get it, we'll get you back to him, love.
Henry.
And I'm going to... 20, that's just enough. I'm gonna take her back.
Right.
I'm gonna just kind of toss him the sword, and as I'm doing that, I'm just gonna go for a cold cock against the priestess here.
What's a cold cock?
I'm just gonna just hit her with an unarmed strike, just to try to break her concentration, hopefully, on this demon spell, and just
hit her with my
try to go
cack.
for her. Yeah.
All right.
So.
Oh, cock upside the head. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you just cock your arm back.
I got you.
Punch her. It's fine.
I'm
Where's your
learning
head at? It's in the
words.
gutter.
My head is at 9 p.m.
Eric catches the
If I hit him-
sword, looking happiest he's ever been. He's like, "Thank you, Batrack."
And you see a little bit of a smile, with the gold glint from his teeth. And I'm gonna go for an unarmed strike for 1. I'm gonna give myself advantage and use inspiration on this.
Go for it.
19.
19 hits.
I want to use my last key point and make a con save against stunning strike. EC 16 con. God damn it! I tried, my boy. I
Them's
tried.
the dice.
Lol.
Then with my last attack, I'm gonna go for a bite, and I'm also going to do a Grasp of Avarice on this. Where is my bite? Gold Fangs. For a
Crunches
natural
through.
20, baby!
Yeah.
She needs to roll a DC 12 Constitution or she can turn into a Lycan. Or, well, she gets cursed with it. She gets cursed with it. But she takes 8, 9, 10, 11, 19, 20, 22, 23.
Reeling back from the damage and looking at the wound you have inflicted upon her, she can feel the infection beneath her skin, and she just sort of looks at her bleeding hand, just goes, "How curious." Alright, how much is that? Fucking 12 plus fucking 11. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of fucking damage. Alright.
Now make me that save.
Isn't that the natural one he rolled? Or is this for something else?
I don't know what I'm rolling a save for. I'm just
The concentration save was for the spell on the demon, right?
not concentration.
Guess not.
That's what I went for. I thought it was like a summon greater demon or something. I was just like, if she's like holding control over it, I was like, but
It's,
ooh, fuck.
it's an
Okay, never mind then.
Archpriestess of
Wait,
Loth innate trait of hers.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just going for it.
There
But,
are ways
alright,
to
I'm
break
here.
it. I think.
I'm
kill
here to
her-
fuck. Let's go.
I'm here to fuck. Let me check it real quick. That way I'm not bullshitting you guys.
Oh shit! I am so sorry. It's 8, 9, 10, 11. She only takes 12 damage. The 11 up top, that's what I heal. I'm so sorry. I
Don't
mixed
worry
that
about
up.
it.
But it's nice. I just get the heal. I get a crit off the heal. It's awesome.
You know what they say, what doesn't kill you. Isabel?
Okay. I look at Self and can you handle her? Self?
What's that? Oh.
Oh, we're still
I
fighting.
mean, I would prefer not to, but
I want her dead.
you take care of yourself. You look a mess.
Okay, I take that like a yes. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna grab Glabs. Are you ready to repay me for trying to kill me a few weeks ago?
I mean, it wasn't on purpose, but sure. I'm having a time of my
Glad-
life. Never ate so good.
Okay. Glabs see in a portal open in front of him. And
He steps
On the
into
other
it.
side?
He doesn't care where. I don't care where the other side is.
well, he's appearing like on top of this guy.
Adventure! Let me check the size for York, lol.
I think it's large, right?
Medium.
Yeah, oh,
It's medium.
delicious. And
Kaiju battle. Let's go.
Sure. So that's
Okay.
that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. First by not whispering. Oh, lacrimosa. 18 still.
okay.
Squish out. Where do I push? Where do I get? Like, you landed on top of me. Where do I get pushed to? I can't be pushed on the ground, so I just like bounce back up.
Double engulf.
Yeah. Just keep bouncing.
Double
Shoots out the top.
Keep juggling.
Okay.
Alright.
And 10 HP to the Panther, my metallic friend, and Bass. Let's see how much is
Oh,
up.
you're approaching me. You're actually approaching me, Jojo. Brave.
Man, like, roll YOLO, okay? Yeah.
Giving self a turn.
That's
What? I look around, and I used to be surrounded by allies, and now I'm alone. I'm like, what the?
You're mine. It's throw right next to you.
I know. I see this drow. I just saw him like shiv someone for massive poison damage. So Self is going to dig down deep, and I'm going to twin dissonant whispers against the one that's right in front of me and against Ilvara.
So many spell slots this warlock. All right.
I mean, the level 1s, I got back 2 of them on a short rest, so I'm out of the level 2 ones. I think that was from the last.
What am I rolling? Wisdom?
Well, please, it is.
18 for my
yep.
elite drow. Who's your second target?
Ilvara down here, the main drow.
Interesting. She's just gonna go ahead and straight up just roll that shit. Wisdom saving throw. Your mind tricks don't work on me. That's sight. But it was a good attempt. Don't even need you.
Oh, they both saved. Oh, fuck. Interesting. Okay. I guess. Shit. Well, that did not go as planned. Yep. Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse onto Ilvara.
Bonus action. Explains curse on Ilvara. Done and done.
And that's my turn.
All right. Pissed off by the light, the Drider next to you strikes with a bite and long sword against Eric. For 8, 10, and 13, missing all strikes as Sunlight continues to aid you. Skris continues to chant, and Glabagul takes his turn.
If Glob moves into this space with its engulf attack, will that get the clank in there too?
You can just move through large creatures like that? I guess you can, because you are Glabagul. Yeah. You can squeeze through. Well, no, it won't get the clank. You can easily engulf Ilvara. And Badtrack, are you down?
No, I'm still up.
Why you have a giant X over you?
Oh,
I don't know.
That's
you're
right.
I don't know why.
Glab will go this way, actually, trying to engulf the Yaw-Claw first.
Sure thing. The Yaw-Claw. We'll go ahead and roll me a, what, dexterity?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Dexterity 17, so then that'll just get pushed and it'll use the rest of it to kind of move into this space
We're
here.
playing checkers.
Yeah.
Basically.
Another 12
Kidding me.
save.
You gave him an extra repelling blast.
My mistake. Drider will make me a dexterity saving throw then. Natural 1.
4. Okay, yeah. So Glabs is going to engulf the Drider then. And was it 3d6? 13.
Glabagul is so cool when he can actually get close to people.
Right?
He's not
Slow
being
but
assaulted
vicious.
from like 80 feet away.
Nicely done. The somehow still restrained rider to your right, Eric. Oh my god, what the fuck, dude? This fight, though. I need to down Eric and just need to swallow his sword into me.
No.
I need to swallow that sword. I'm gonna make 2 disadvantageous attacks against Eric, hoping to land at least 1. 18 to hit.
Does not hit.
God damn it.
You've hit me too many times with disadvantage.
Yeah, we got you with that, though.
Light saves you. All together.
Yeah, it's disadvantage, that's right.
As Eric takes his turn with his toothpick of a sword, it slowly grows bigger into Big Peener Slapper.
Does this Strider above me look bloodied?
No.
No. Okay.
Kill Ilvara.
Alright, well, we're swinging at Ilvara.
Fucking do it.
I'm not sure if that's Gizmo saying that or it's Jeff saying that. Kill Ilvara! I want to go to bed.
Make it count, son.
Does an 18 hit?
What is that? Damage gaze? What is that? What am I looking at? 18 hits.
That's the weapon mastery, so if I miss, it still does 5 damage.
It hits though.
17 damage.
Damn.
And the extra attack.
Action surge again.
I wish.
Fucking do it.
Unfortunately, 13 misses, but I
13
grades. I grades for 5 damage. It doesn't actually put the damage, it just puts the description. Okay.
Wounded, but still managing to keep a smile upon her face, she looks at you, head half cocked, crooked smile bleeding out. I will come back for you. She squints at the sunlight of her sword. And I will singe you, mark you with that very blade. At the cusp of dying, she points toward her guardians, toward the two Driders at her side, and toward the Yochlol. To me! And with a last clasping fist, a shadow spreads over her as she is going to go ahead and call for a divine intervention. And as she manifested out of the shadows, she returns, melding along with her two guardians and the Yochlol. As we call it.
I like
End
to
of combat,
flavor
yeah.
that as like the reason the second attack missed and I just grazed her was because she was performing this. She did melded into the shadows.
You had her. You had her right
On the
there.
ropes.
On the ropes. And as a reward for your efforts, in that moment of fear, as you gaze upon her face disappearing into the shadows along with the two Driders to either side of you, Club goes like, disappointed! Like,
Yeah, it just like deflates a little bit, you know.
Yoch just grasping the mistress and manifesting back into the abyss where she came, or wherever the fuck she came from. She drops something into the murky waters, and where her feet stood now floats a wicked-looking wand, topped with a purple gem, held in the grasp of a black spider. At
Sort of
yeah, for sure.
uncharacteristically growls in frustration as his strike lands and suddenly she disappears and he's looking around all over the place. Like, no, she's gone. This is the moment. She was
Don't we have one enemy still on the field?
Oh
Fuck him up.
Who didn't get called?
I mean, it's funny.
Feels bad. You weren't the favorite.
She,
It's awkward.
Her stealth high was too high.
unless you want to make it a chase, she's gonna make her off Fred. She's not gonna face the rest of you guys. The issue with that, the issue with that is that her speed is like your speed. It's 30, whereas Guinevere's speed is 50 feet per turn. So without going too graphic at what follows, as she makes a dash for it, perhaps even suffering a hit from self as he goes for a swing should he choose to, and Guinevere, you know, ever happy to haunt Drow for whatever reason, gives chase. What happens off screen, I would rather not put into words, but you hear a nice satisfying crunch as her life is put to an end, and Guinevere will return with a bottom jaw full of viscera. There, cinematic. I honestly forgot. I left a whole whole ass drow in the back. So that's another dead body.
And Eric, you still have Scourge as well, yes?
Yeah,
I
but
still have her whipped.
time stop, okay? They will talk. Boss, we have 1 minute to revive someone. Ginger, Aranis, or one of the enemies.
Just time stop. Oh yeah, Jim Jar.
Jim Jar.
Ginger? Ginger?
We have to bring back Jim Jar. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh man.
Okay.
Eric is very distraught over having to make this decision. He really wanted to support Uranus in his quest to bring back his sister. And then just a plague, insect plague, just did it all.
You know, that's why I was thinking about reviving this woman. She has access to the spell, and she has access to Revivify.
There's no way we managed to convince
No.
her to.
Yeah,
She
there's
would
no
die.
way. Yeah, she would rather die than
Yep.
help us or anything.
Okay, so
If you tried to revivify her, she would refuse just to make you waste the spell slot.
It would be combat all over.
okay, so dying on pause, and Ginger is surrounded by his friends. So I bring out of the bag like the diamond that the giant gave us to us and put it next to him. I try to read the writing in giants and I give it to Eric to tell me what to say. Do I need to roll anything for it? I don't remember.
No.
Oh,
It's not a
okay.
spell scroll. It's you just crush the diamond.
Okay. Yeah, like we see.
I mean, you know what happens if I die now, though?
You say that, and the diamond
What
is
happens
just
if any of us
becoming dust, black.
Just saying.
and
I
dust.
mean, kind of Jim Jaw's fault. He just charged right in on that spider too.
So frustrated. We had her. She was arrogant.
Yeah, we had her right there. Now she just slinks back into the shadows like a coward. That's what they all do. That was a good fight, though. But she'll come back even stronger, even more of her cohort with her. But we did get some nice valuables out of it. That whip you got, whatever that little thing she dropped there.
Yes. Eric is good. We'll pick up the wand and say, hopefully, whatever this is, it can help us going forward.
Well, maybe we can bring it back to Umalum or something. Tell us more about it when we get these others out of here. I'll keep a small
Guys.
rest, though.
You guys
Yeah.
are doing loot without me?
Jim Jar.
Yes,
man.
Jim Jaw, because you owe us a gigantic diamond now.
Oh. You got it, buddy. Did we win? Or are we all in here together? Is this heaven? This sucks.
Well, most of us survived.
Technically, you did die, but Uranus didn't make it.
Am I still
Awesome.
handsome?
Is
Were
it?
you ever?
As
Honestly,
handsome as you
died.
ever were.
It's like one psych damage just dies over there. Listen, when we get back to Blinking Stone, I am buying you a drink and a half. I'll get you that diamond.
Oh, that's a deal then. We got a lot more business to do. Why don't we take a short rest, gather ourselves the supplies, everyone's banged up a little. I need one myself.
With a
Oh, yes.
final guttural
think,
utterance, you hear the grating stone as the doors to the north open.
I was just gonna say, I think we're just about ready here. Perhaps you can make quick work of the looting, and then it might be safer inside.
Oh, real quick, out of character. I just noticed my phone is about to die.
Then charge it!
I can't because the mic is plugged into it.
Oh, that's right. Just use the crummy speaker.
I will.
I'll use shape water to lift that wand that fell into the water up to like eye level. What are we looking at? You said it was like spider themed.
Yes, befitting a drow.
know that game. They use it to hit slaves.
Nothing I want to touch. It's all yours. A wand. A wand.
Wah.
But, oh, I thought we lost you there for a second. Well, glad to see you made it out, pal. And I could help you with it. And in almost kind of like friendship moment way, he just gives you like, because you're probably a lot taller than him, but he just gives you like a nice good like pat like on your waist as he turns and wants to start gathering up stuff, loot, and starts making for the door.
Wait. Are we not gonna rest? I was tired even before.
No, we're gonna rest. I want to rest inside though.
Okay.
Yes, and we should definitely search those elite drows. They might have some equipment or provisions or anything that might be helpful.
What you
You're
find?
doing a lot of bossing around up there. Why don't you come down here and stick your hands in their pockets?
I'd be glad to. I'm watching her back at the well, wait a minute. She's inside now, so I guess I can come down. Yeah.
Gizmo, one question. How is this that you don't have any blood on you?
I got it only hit once. I guess it was just by the bugs that one time.
It was superior maneuvering by standing still.
Yes, I had some help with the standing still. I was all bound up at one point for a while.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry.
Oh my god, that's bad.
He
You
became
gone,
carry.
dude. You're
He
20
became
leagues under the
carry.
sea.
Eric just like put his hand beneath the water.
Try it again.
Oh my
Like,
god,
stuff
that's so
this into
funny.
your hoodie or something?
No, I'm just holding the phone in front of me.
All right. it sounds better.
Oh, okay, now
Good
yes,
now.
man. Like
Yeah.
before, it was.
It sounded like you were inside Glabagool.
I said that endurance potion we purchased earlier made all the difference.
Oh, yeah.
You
I would
wasted
have
it.
been down
This
long
is
ago if
Ginger.
not for it. Oh, it was not wasted. I would have fallen long ago in that fight if not for it.
We getting another one before leaving, if they have.
Yeah, we want more. Looking over the other priestess and just kind of seeing her like smashed head in.
You're doing.
I take glory for the kill. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna do something fucked up, but never mind.
What we're gonna do, Nick?
I was just gonna cut the ear off and just make it into a necklace.
Yeesh.
Do some Vietnam stuff here, pal.
Jesus.
Hey, we like trophies.
Yeah.
But just kind of going through her clothing and everything, is there anything else that she would yield, or anything that she had on her?
I mean, she was wearing a chain shirt that did very little protection against your lacerations. As a symbol of her divine eminence, she has a whole bunch of filigree and jewelry of wolf. And you see that where her armor and her drow-crafted clothes have been exposed to the sunlight of the sword, they have begun to sort of wither at the edges, sort of curling like withering petals, if you will, giving you a hint of the properties of these clothes and the armor she's wearing. Its oldest drowcraft stuff, everything magical included, seems to absolutely wither at prolonged exposure to sunlight. Other than that, she doesn't carry a spellbook. She's not a wizard. She's more like a cleric. She has her spells prepared through prayer and such for what little the divinity did good to her.
Okay.
She doesn't have
mean,
to be carrying some diamond spell components or anything.
I'll take the jewelry, whatever that's worth.
Sure, drow jewelry. Just looking at her spell components. If you definitely not no diamonds, to answer your question. bat fur, pitch, other animal parts for those kinds of components, but no diamonds.
Okay. Gizmo is interested in the weaponry and gear of the elite drow fighters. I don't know if anything that they're...
Their short sword scimitars have like grooves in them, which are very adept at keeping poison, once applied, adhere to the weapon. And once you go in for a slice or a stab, it is applied to the wound via the groove. They're light, capable of providing you parrying maneuvers. Again, they're sort of dependent on their innate spell casting, what little they have. But they do wear studded armor made from some sort of a leather of some underdark beast or another. If you're looking to get goods off of them, sell later or whatever.
Yeah, Gizmo would certainly want to scavenge whatever he could. Yeah.
Sure. Upon the body of one of them, whose name you can't even recall at this point, you see he carries a locket, a symbol of drow nobility. Beneath a glyph of a house crest, a web sprawls to represent sort of like a family tree. You make out two names that have been well kept, polished and all, beside the name of Yorlan. There is one matron mother, Prenel Daskrin, and another name, Priestess Nadera Daskrin. I'll just go ahead and put them in chat, since you are going through their possessions and such.
Okay.
Aside from the spell gemstone atop the wand you found, the gemstone has been sort of knocked out of its brace and is able to be pried loose should you play with it. Other items just will not survive prolonged exposure to sunlight, so taking them to the surface would be unwise, but selling them in local markets might deem you a little bit of gold. For the sake of treasure, then, the drow jewelry that you stole there, Bazarak, will amount to an amount worth 100 gold pieces of jet and onyx cast into spider form. It's a chain that goes like on the back of the hand, sort of thing, around the fingers.
Yeah.
And the gem is sort of embedded at the back of the hand and is used as sort of a focal point for her spells.
Cool.
But she didn't make much of her jest to attack you guys throughout the fight, you noted. I mean, she spoke to you in her last breaths for what little you care. She didn't seem to have used her spells much against you guys, for one reason or another.
Don't say that. You make me think I revived the wrong person.
Did we see them use the wand at all, or was that was like innate, like biological webbing that came out when they were doing web stuff?
What, the Driders? They had their biological webbing come out.
Oh, it was the
wand
Driders that was using that. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
the one was dropped by Ilvara when she escaped.
Gotcha. Pretty sure that one drow with the poison knife thing could have taken me down in one shot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage. Those things pump out.
Yeah, that nat 20 really took me down.
They're not carrying poisons to apply to their weapons, are they?
You find a vial of drow poison upon the last corpse you go through. Her throat has been torn out by Guinevere, but the rest of her body's been spared. Drow poison. And out if I don't already have one. It's an injury poison. Typically only made by drow in their cities, but you're familiar with its works. It's even often found on the surface, and plus, you know, you've done your fair reading. It is as such. I'm sure you can on Roll D&D Beyond find it as well.
Well, Gizmo would happily take the drought poison then. He could potentially apply it to a crossbow bolt that's not magical for a first shot into somebody.
Fair enough.
Very much.
Do you wish to take sanctuary at this time?
Yes.
As you step deeper into the Troglodyte Temple, following in Skriss's footsteps. The cave interior unfurls before you. Bazarak, Eric, Isabel, Gizmo. I'm not even sure if there are walls to this place. I don't think so. Though crude, it bears the marking of an ancient, forgotten civilization. The walls are carved with intricate tribal motifs, showing images of hunting parties, primal rituals, long-forgotten gods of the Troglodyte people. You see mosaics of stone and bones have been arranged into patterns that tell of forgotten history. Though much has been eroded by time and the constant trickle of water from a nearby underground stream, ahead, the faint glow of a few scattered alchemist lamps illuminate a small research station set on the edge of a wide water basin. You see wooden crates and rusted metal containers are stacked in neat rows, filled with scrolls, potions, instruments, signs of ongoing study. Beside the water's edge, you also see two figures stand deep in discussion. Skriss introduces you to the lot as you maneuver your way through.
Yeah.
The first is Y, a Darrow dwarf mineralogist, his pale blue gray skin appearing even paler in the dim light. His frayed white hair sticks out in all directions. His eyes glow faintly with that familiar eerie madness typical to his kind. His hands fidget constantly with a set of chisels and tools as he mumbles calculations to himself, distracted by the minerals in the temple's walls. Standing beside him, a hulking Kotoa, with wide, bulbous eyes and webbed hands, nervously fiddles with his staff. This, she says, is Sloopty-Loop, a theologian, study of theos, gods and such, working for the Society of Brilliance. His amphibious features make his discomfort clear as he occasionally glances nervously at the water basin. "Someone's coming," he whispers. "Skriss? Is that you?" Together, the two have set up this humble outpost for their studies on the unique geological and theological aspects of Beirut. The basin pools with crystal clear waters of an underground stream, offering a place of rest here. Though its depths shimmer with a mystery, you can see the remnants of ancient troglodyte carvings chiseled into the stone surrounding the basin, detailing rituals long forgotten. Skriss herself, now rejoined with her colleagues, speaks up. "Good. We're all safe. Come, let me show you what we found. You see, there's a passage here, hidden beneath the waters. The carvings," she gestures to the troglodyte script around the basin, "they tell of a mechanism that can drain the basin and reveal a tunnel leading deeper into the Underdark. It's a shortcut to Blingdenstone." As you come to rest here, in time, Society of Brilliance gathered around to assist. Skriss's research reveals the process to activate an ancient troglodyte mechanism involving a sequence of pressure plates and glyphs along the walls, and following her instructions, her colleagues set wheels in motion to drain the basin. And as the mechanism creaks and you watch the waters drain away, it begins to recede, slowly revealing a deep, wide tunnel stretching onwards northward, further into the dark, and closer to your destination. The Society of Brilliance offers their thanks, promising to continue their work and to aid the party in any way possible as they continue their journey through the dangerous depths of the Underdark. Have you any parting words?
Well, I'm glad we could get us all back together. But you do us a tremendous favor from showing us this tunnel rather than traversing the wilds out there. Appreciate it. And keep up the good work. Hopefully we'll see you topside. That's where we'll be heading.
You are rejoined by Umalum, who confirms that indeed, once they're done their work here, they intend to return back to their home city of Baldur's Gate to their lodge. Should your paths cross again, and should you have need of the Society of Brilliance, you can always send word.
I'll know where to find you.
Made allies this day.
Hell yeah.
We make friends everywhere.
Alrighty, guys.
Perhaps we could have a long rest here before we head off into the tunnels.
They can certainly provide you that accommodation.
Yeah, I think that might be advised based on how rough that last battle was.
Yeah, a lot of us are messed up.
Does Static be able to drag Aramis in with us? Or I have Gwen here drag him in. I can't just leave him out there. I mean, we weren't friends, him and I, but
Yeah, Clank will assist in bringing Aramis in as well. And I imagine while we're having our long rest, we can inform the Society of Brilliance, especially this Kuatoa fella, that there is a Kuatoa community now on the edge of the Dark Lake, and it's been recently named. What's the dead sister's name?
Alara.
Alara's Rest, and we would be indebted to them if they could see that Uranus were transported back there and laid to rest beside his sister.
Umalum can spare the travel. Being a psionic entity capable of teleportation, as seen by some members of the party before, he can see to this task.
Thank
The
you
least
so
it can
much
do.
for your kindness. Yes.
And so, I think, comes our session to a close as we find sanctuary within this confine.
Yeah, we can take a long rest here.
Ivan, everything you hoped for, you said you all want some drows up in this bitch?
What?
This is all your fault.
Yeah, this is all your fault.
It was my fault. I'm sorry, guys.
You were like, oh, I can't wait till we fight more drow.
Uranus' death is on you.
It's true. It's true. I mean, it was hard encounter.
Yeah, that was super hard. I wish I remembered I had that spell on me, because he would have hit me twice and one was a critical and I would have got fucked up from it. I wish I remembered, because that could have changed a lot. Just need to be more diligent.
do
Live
we
and learn.
mark off a long rest though? Or is this like a safe?
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just thinking if we should try to drag around his bodies, but it's too big. There's no way.
He's gonna start stanking.
I mean, Blinkdenstone is a city. I'm gonna bet they have a priest that may have gentle repose. Let me check something. Now I think about it.
Isn't that like within?
The Enter Repose, it doesn't have any Raise Dead. Okay, we have someone who can cast Raise Dead in this place. 1250 GP.
I don't think we have that unless we trade them stuff.
Yes, I'm gonna say the price of a life is worth it. I like the elf. But that's me.
He's got ties to a house. Might
Yeah.
help.
So expensive though. What if we just use Animate Dead?
Nah, that ain't the same. I don't know much about it, but that don't sound right.
Mm,
Well, how much? Oh no, we only have like 400 gold left.
yeah,
need-
I mean,
We need provisions to get us to Blingdenstone as well.
Well, we have provisions.
yeah, we have provisions. They were so kind to give us some already. And
I
we
can
have-
give you 100
we
gold
try-
for the jewelry, and then another 40 gold on top of that, out of my personal bank.
Yeah, I have 100 on my personal bank, and in the party we have close to 300, I think, maybe 400. I remember 20% off from the X. Oh my god, doing the math is hard. How much I say? 100 and 250, right? 125, 250, okay, 1,000. We need 1,000.
Did we sell all of the eggs to them?
No, I don't think we did. We
I
didn't do
thought
any
it was
eggs.
like-
We just
We
did.
have
We
done
just did
any
straight
egg.
cash.
Yeah, straight cash. I mean,
So whatever we can get for that too. I mean, we can
I
sell
thought
some of
that-
the magic items too if we
I
need.
thought
Yeah.
the discount was based on if we were trading them eggs.
yeah, but we haven't done it yet.
Yeah, we
That's
haven't
what-
traded
that's
any
what-
eggs.
Oh, okay, all right.
So we can get a discount giving them the eggs to get the resurrect on top of money. Hey, hold on. Now I want to open it up and figure it out.
I think we can reach somewhere to do it. To be honest.
Alright, well if
If-
you want to drag him along, that's fine.
If the party is fine with that, and I look at Self or at Bo.
We can raise that. It's not bad.
Yes, we still have all 3 eggs to bottom.
Yeah. What was the?
Okay.
Mine.
now
He
has
offers
to-
minus 20% discount on a purchase per egg bartered. So what? We get 60% if we have 3 eggs.
Right.
If we give them all 3 eggs.
Yeah, give them all 3.
Okay. That
Is,
make it
is
way.
Self okay with that?
I mean, they're all of our eggs collectively, so
I'm just speaking for boss, but I mean it's. Unless you had something planned for one of them or something.
Lurks
you
picks
can
up
have
as
one.
well. Alternatively, I can spare the supplies and give it to you for free in exchange for something I desire perhaps more than hatching specimens. A live one. That one over there, the tame beast amid your number. I have yet to lay eyes upon a displacer beast such as this that was not under the guising spell of some drow or another to be so tame. To study it would be reward by itself. I am willing to offer my services in exchange for it.
Guinevere was pretty clutch though.
Yeah. Glabs is not for sale, man.
Yeah. How dare you talk to Glabs that way?
I'm calling a beast.
I think Guinevere's pretty good to have, but that's just my opinion.
okay. Yes, the displacer beast is beast, but after this long rest, we can't use it again for 2 days.
Oh my god, I want to say
So-
goodbye to the dragon armor.
It stays until it's dead, right? Until
6
it's
hours.
reduced.
6 hours,
Oh.
or until it's dead. If it dies, it takes a full week for it to be able to come back.
Okay, so 6
No.
hours.
But we'll get it again in 2 days. I mean, that's not bad.
I mean, yeah, 2 long rests instead of 1, and 6 hours is a long time if you can keep it alive. So, but it's up to you guys. Like, I'm just holding on to it because I thought it was attunement and I didn't have anything attuned, but it's not. So,
I would keep Guinevere. I think she's pretty clutch.
yep.
Yeah.
Is it a? I'm gonna check the undercarriage. Is it a girl? What are your pronouns, Guinevere?
She's a female.
That's up to you. I mean, you're quite attached, but
Ew, it's a girl. I don't want it.
Speaking girls. Nah, she proved her part. She messed up that one elf in that spell over there. Sucker didn't know what hit him. But she's agile. She's a fierce hunter. I like her.
I'm Australian now.
Yeah.
she's a beauty. Go pull on Steve Irwin.
Oh, she's a righteous beaut.
Okay.
She'll bite your face. I say give up the eggs. To get 60% off, on top of like
Well, what are we getting
Some-
here?
the raised den.
Oh, I didn't know that was on the table. Yeah, if you guys want to do that, it's fine. I mean, like, lore-wise, we used to have 4. I don't know if anyone picked up on that or not, but one of them is gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. Your lord is happy.
For 60% off, I mean, that's pretty dope.
I don't know if can we get any.
I just realized that by allowing you, and I am allowing you guys to do that, it's kind of like collecting coupons where you can just collect 5 eggs for free resurrection.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going back to the tunnels.
Just steal some dinosaur eggs. What's the worst can happen?
We're gonna be named the egg collectors. Yeah, that'll be our new term, party name.
I mean, I've got 100 gold in jewelry I can give on top of like, you know, a couple others that I have. If anyone else wants to chip in, or we can also give them an item that we have that we're not using or something.
If you're cool doing the 100, I can give my pearl that is 100, and we should be done with it. I mean, give him the 60 and I'll keep the pearl. I'll find another one later.
I mean, pearl's pretty dope, but
I mean, yeah, we need for identify.
Yeah, identify.
I want to take it back now.
Tom is saying 500 plus the 3 eggs.
That's the discount.
yeah, I'm gonna throw in 100 of because all that jewelry. I was like, oh, I just got it off this dead bitch outside. Like, you can take it.
I mean, Gizmo is carrying no gold whatsoever. Whatever he had dumped into the pot. So,
Okay.
he's not been collecting gold.
Gizmo
He's been-
spent all his money on pot.
yeah, there you go.
It's the only way.
Survived the Underdark.
Okay. I think we're gonna do it, right? Like, revive this guy. So,
If you want to, it's just if we do it, then we should probably, I don't know, leave him behind the party because he went down fast.
I mean, it was a really good ambush.
We can't
Yeah,
force him. We can't force him to stay behind. He's on a mission to try and revive his sister, and
Okay, but he
Right.
can't do that if he's dead. So
right.
We're going to Blindenstone. In the city, things should settle a bit while we find a route.
right.
He could take a rest in the city. We go off and I don't know, find some more trouble. He can rest. You take a few days off.
I'm just saying, if he's dead, we can't ransom him back to the Moon Elves. So
Ransom?
that was the plan, right? We are going to. He's elf nobility, and we will ransom him back to his noble family.
I mean, yeah, basically, yeah.
When he says that, I look at Eric.
I'm looking back at her. like,
Are we
we in
being
danger?
ransom?
All right.
Are we in danger?
Monkey side eye.
Yeah. Ransom is a strong word. Negotiate for their help and resources. And the son.
The son.
Their son. If he's a noble family. So, yeah. Alright, bring it back. So, I have 100. I have 100. You know what? Fuck it. I'll give you 120 gold in.
120? Okay.
Yeah, 120.
We're missing 40.
How about any of these equipment from the drow? Is that worth anything to you here in the encampment? These swords?
Yeah,
chain,
they'll buy them off your hands for after value, essentially, because you're selling them back, and
They're dirty, full of blood.
that's just me being like gracious. We've always been doing that throughout the campaigns. Usually, monster equipment is like not sellable, from at least my experience playing campaigns. People follow the DMG by heart, but I say half value is fair. That way, it's not an infinite money machine.
Yeah.
What was it? 3 elites you guys slew altogether? I'm just going through the dead bodies.
Yeah, I think 3 elites and 1 priest.
And 1 priestess. Ash did not have really anything sellable on her unless you count her chain shirt, which I'll count. I'll give you a total tally in a second. Something to ease. Reward you for your combat aside from the, wand, I guess. I hate how Rule 20 doesn't give me prices for equipment. That's good D&D Beyond. Oh. 25 gold pieces for her armor. Plus, I'm gonna say 10 gold pieces per sword. Just generous. They're elven drow made and shit. They're collectors of down dark. They use it for their studies. 25 plus 30 plus armor from each studded armor. Studded leather is cheaper than studded leather. D&D Beyond. I don't believe it's
What if I just give you one of the robot's arms? He's already got one.
60.
Huh?
That's good.
He's gonna be like the giving tree, but just like the giving robot.
So equipment from the dead bodies will yield you another 115 gold pieces.
Take it or leave it.
3.
Yeah, that's
take it or leave it.
Sounds like
that-
that puts us over the top, right?
Yeah, let's take it. Alright, boom. Ranus, you're back.
Aranis takes a moment to recover, half in tears that you revived him, not his sister. You'd have not been me!
If you think I'm going all the way back, you're fucking high.
But, the question remains, I'm just at the end of session here, guys. I'm running on fumes, so I'm just gonna ask it straight up. Are you guys leaving him here, or are you guys taking him with you?
No.
No, he's coming with us.
If he's coming with you guys used Ray's... what was it again? Ray's Dead has a penalty with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
So for the sake of this, I'm just not putting him in combat anymore.
that's fine.
Yeah. I think he will never be in combat again.
Because you guys are just losing money. I thought you guys going to use him as a ranged unit maybe, but it unfortunately ended up being where he was because he did not know the ambush was coming. If he ends up in that position again, he's just jet again, and you guys just wasted half a K. So I appreciate you latching onto that plot device, and it will pay off should you follow up on it.
I'm making deals in the world above, man. I need them.
Yeah, man. So yeah, but he'll be having some penalties in the coming days. But good, he's revived. Thanks to Blurg's magic. That's good. I'm just running on fumes, so I'm just I have food behind me. It's been waiting for me for 3 hours.
Fuck.
Oh, man.
That makes me cry.
But I had fun though. I mean, you guys know me with combat. I can't stand strong combat, but for what it was fun, and I'm glad that I got to show off Ilvara a little bit, just be sure her
It was a lot of
personality and
fun.
stuff.
Yeah. said it in the chat. I was like, oh fuck, she's hot. No.
Yeah, it made me the
Drow.
weakness of the party.
I don't
I'm a
like. I think it's
simp.
lore. I think drow women just cannot not
Yeah,
be
it's elves.
unattractive, just because it's not even like a they're genetically hot. It's like a way of life almost.
Yeah.
Of they're supposed to be like their apex version of themselves, their best selves or whatever, and they call the sick and weak. Literally,
Yeah.
so like it's kind of like Sparta, you know. Everybody's chiseled. Everybody's made from marble.
Hell
They
yeah.
practice eugenics
Look at her.
Loki,
for
yes.
attractive drow.
Loki, they're like, which son is better? We already have 3 sons. Which one is the better son? This one. The other one, slay him. Oh, he's 4 years old. Do it anyway. Drow are insane. Like they're intense.
She sang 8. Make her a rider. Like. Oh.
Love
Well,
shows
he only
him.
gets. He only has a -4 penalty. for
You can
each
keep
day.
using him if you want him. He's good with
No, I
whatever
know,
ability
but I'm
he
just
is.
saying-
I just
That's all that he has is just a -4 penalty to
Don't-
attack rolls.
Don't put him in combat.
No, we're
Yeah.
not going to put him in combat. I'm just saying his penalties. We're going to long rest so that 4 goes to a 3.
he is
When we wake up
definitely more
tomorrow.
like a role playing NPC.
Yeah.
With insights
Yeah.
of his own and questions you can ask him and he can answer, rather than like yeah, I gave him some combat abilities just because originally they were commoners and I was like, commoners are just body bags. Why even?
I really didn't want them to fight in the first place, but it was like when we tried to discourage them the first time, they got all upset about it. I was like, fine, I'll give you.
Well,
one.
it's just personality.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Well, now they learn.
No. I
Well,
mean,
he learned.
he has to survive for his sister. Okay, so.
There's no second chances.
I would imagine
We're
him
not doing it
waking
again.
up from his slumber of death, crying because for just the briefest of moments, a few minutes, he actually joined his sister. And you guys like just. Right. But at the same time, a soul does not return to the body unless it's willing. So,
Yeah.
jokes aside, sees purpose in his life. Obviously, and wants her to return as well. His story's not finished here. Elves are beings of longevity. Their story just doesn't end with just one drow's blow. So good stuff all around. The wand, if you guys want to identify, the Society of Brilliance does identify for what was it, like 20 gold pieces, but honestly with the money you guys spent and saving their lives and whatnot, I can just give you this one for free. Now,
Yeah.
even to mention that identify is stupid because everybody
Not
metagames
free.
items anyways. Everybody just Googles it anyways. Right, Lorian?
Identify is a great spell. I don't know what you're talking about.
I wondered if it was
Oh shit. Yes. Okay.
Now, I don't know how the fuck you, Ivan, and your group got this item at level 1. Because
It was broken,
Ilvara
man.
carries it. So how the fuck you got it is beyond me.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it
That
was
many-
random loot.
That many web spells? Jeez.
It's level
All
1.
these web
And
spells.
they didn't use it either.
Wait, what?
I joined the party and they were like, "Oh yeah, we have a one web." And I'm like, "Where was it? It's been 2 sessions. What? Where? Where?"
Where is it?
Oh yeah, man! Like the guy never used it. I forgot that. Yeah.
Never used the speak with dead either. And I was like, "Yeah, y'all can just speak with plants for free. You know that, right? That's just free memes." But yeah, no. One of web is a reward for combat. A drow poison as well. Why as well? What does it do? It's not the same as on the. No, it is the same as on my stat block. Good. I like how it's not outright incapacitated. It's only if I fail like super hard. That's nice. But yeah, Guinevere is stupid powerful. I definitely
is.
overbuffed her for because I nerded out about her lore and I was like, she should be powerful. She's from an epic tale. And I'm like, she's actually like, she can just solo all the time.
To be fair, though,
She can solo
fair.
the party.
Yeah.
her DC is pretty low on the grapple thing, but every single time she hit with the tentacles, so like there was definitely like an added benefit to the grapple.
I remember I fought Tooth and Nail not to give what's his face who played the cat to Maxi last campaign. Will. I fought Tooth and Nail not to give him a Displacer Cloak, and now I'm like, yeah, level 6, I can have a Displacer Beast. It's fine. This will be fine.
I mean, this Blazer cloak is ridiculous strong. Like,
But to be fair, she does have a 2-day cooldown when she's gone, so if you guys are long resting, she's gonna be gone by the long rest, so
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna.
Can we get the
That's fair.
Can we get the whip identified, by the way?
It's a
It's a
scourge.
whip.
It's a scourge. So she spewed poison before she engaged combat with you. Otherwise, it deals slashing damage like a whip does.
Oh, it's just a normal whip. It was
It's
just
well,
temporarily.
it's her whip. It's Ilvara's whip. If you want to be
Mhm.
just from a pure okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely carrying that thing around.
Hang it above the mantle.
Just for the disrespect. Like, yeah, your
Okay.
slave got away from you twice, and I have your weapon.
And she is hot. Oh.
And now she's a werewolf.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no.
we
I
we
forgot
buffed
about
her.
that.
We buffed her.
Yeah, my
yeah.
bad. I thought we would probably end her and
Y'all better get some silver because she's like, oh, cool. This is a thing now.
Have you guys seen Avatar? Like the last Airbender?
Yeah.
Well, like when they lost like one battle, like oh, the loss of this battle is the beginning of a lot of future wins. That's Ilvara right now.
Maybe. I mean, she lost,
But-
and every time a drow loses, that's real bad in Lolth's eyes. So
not saying like there
She has a lot of pride.
wouldn't gain like the benefits of it and everything, but like do you think the houses or like anyone might look at her differently because she was bitten by like a dirty Dwagar lichen and be like, well, technically it is a curse. You could harness it, but you let a Dwagar like get close to you, like
I'll say this: A, I need time to think about
a
this
man.
because you pulled this on
Yeah.
me this session just now. I'll think about it.
yeah, sorry.
B,
My bad.
B, like scars of battle. I don't know. Like, no is the answer to your question. Like, why would they look down upon her?
No,
for
scars are fine, but I'm saying like you got bit by like a Dwagar, you let him get like super close, like you couldn't strike him down. Like I don't know, is there like any shame on it? Like it's like
Her reputation's gonna be damaged, Dom. Her noble reputation.
The path she's taking, dude, the path she's taking is going to end in two ways. Either she TPKs you guys at this point because she's obsessed, right? No taking prisoners this time, or she's going to die trying. So there's not going to be any room for shame. I don't think so. Which is
Fair
why I
enough.
don't worry about that question too much. Lore-wise, maybe, but she's on the path of like I must fix my failures. And that all plays into this, what's called a spiral. There's a whole big theme of this campaign called the spiral of madness. The abyss invades the Underdark, making people make really irrational choices, making a lot of things that had order just descend to chaos. Ilvara included. She's all part of it. Yeah.
Okay, that explains so much. Okay.
I mean, like you guys have
Because
been
they
witnessing it all the time with the Daryl, with the Wager too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was like fuck. Eric was priced like for 100,000 gold, okay, or 100,000 platinum. Because why they are obsessed with him? That makes sense now.
Well, there's another reason for that.
Oh. I didn't even consider the idea that she was losing her mind, honestly.
Yeah, I felt like she's losing her mind, like
Totally
obsession
sane
out of madness.
person. Eric. A man chooses, a slave obeys. We're playing Fallout. Not Fallout, that's Bioshock.
Bioshock, yeah. I was gonna say, oh, my uncle used to say that.
Why did your uncle used to say that?
Yeah.
Eric, could you kindly?
Would you kindly, Eric?
Would you kindly
Would
Would
you
you
come
kindly,
kindly
Eric?
kneel? Would you kindly run? Would you kindly
Oh my god.
sit on your own
Out
sword?
of
Would you
character.
kindly, so I don't have to stare at that sunlight anymore? Would you kindly? I hate
Well,
how
got you that
Dawnbreaker
fucking
just
Sunblade.
Sunblade is just raw. It's like, yeah, level 4 Sunblade. It's so good.
It's
just
so great.
It's so great. This campaign. And like, imagine playing Crystal Shroud. It's like, yeah, level 1. Just give him some sword.
I mean, it's cool, but that's the only reason Strahd is gonna kill you in session 1.
I was torn decision. I was like, should I have her use her divine intervention, but she can only use once per like her entire life? As is the way she can have her come back, or should I let her die and come back as what Drow and other evil elves come back as? A creature that can drop you with its scream to 0 HP with 1 save. A Banshee. And I was like,
out of character when she made that command kneel. I was like, oh man. In my head, I was like, oh man, no. What are you doing
I-
to me, Tom?
Step
Well, I
on
thought this
me.
was
It's like
gonna
I have to roleplay Eric.
I thought this was gonna be like a challenge. You'd be like, okay, look, obviously they're very powerful. You could try to fight it, but it's gonna be a fucking like battle, and like people are gonna die. Or it's be like, hey, try to think of a clever way to like hold them for a round or two and get Eric back, and then be like, okay, I have the door open. That's what I thought it was gonna be. Then you said like, yeah, um,
Initiative.
yeah,
The
roll
thing is,
initiative.
like,
Wait, hold on.
we attack.
Well, I said, yeah,
Well,
exactly that. I said roll initiative because you guys loosened bolts.
Yeah,
That was-
like I was
that
gonna
on
start
me. Yep.
talking about the demons, like, oh, I make time, but suddenly like I hear a bolt, I'm like, fuck.
And what was that, Jeff?
No, I said that's on me. Gizmo reacted with a shot. That
Which,
was on me.
to be fair, was the correct thing to do, sort of, because you guys
This
are
was
all
a
party
bird.
protecting each other. It was either that or watch Eric get, I don't know,
Yep.
not
For all I
decapitated,
knew.
but yeah.
BDSM.
Yeah, for all I knew, she was going to behead him or something, and it was just
No.
not going to stand there and
Brother-
let it happen or try to talk
Brother-
our way out of it.
Brother Eric was gonna be fine. Like, I believe in Brother Eric.
No,
He's the
don't
strongest
let
boy.
me.
He was
She's
gonna
gonna
send
peg
for
me,
her.
stop.
He was gonna. She's gonna peg me. Don't do it. We're like, yeah.
Yeah, be like, guys, what do you guys do? We wash. Like,
She said we could leave, so we just let her take you.
I
and
would
then
have
we
done that.
went on
I
our
would
own
have done
way.
that. If you guys would have just surrendered Eric, which is the only person she was after, really. The only reason why she was fighting guys because we're fighting back, obviously. But like, if you guys would have like, we surrender Eric, I would have been like, sorry, Lorian, you lose your character, a rule in your character, or she walks away with Eric.
Oh man.
Oh, it's brutal.
No, I was
But you leave the
Or
absolutely,
you
sword.
just
You
would've-
leave the sword.
I was
would've quit out.
absolutely
You just
about
would've
to
been like,
put my
"Fuck you
hand on his
guys."
shoulder and just fucking teleport out of there with Eric. Be like, if he failed that charm, but he succeeded.
Like, take Eric, but leave the sword. Okay.
Well, I thought we just had to withstand for like, maybe a round or two, and it was gonna be brutal.
I said it was gonna
But
be
then,
weird.
but then, like when I saw the timer in the beginning
Yeah.
initiative go from 10, I was like, 10 rounds. What? No.
The game
Yeah,
was
you
like,
were
for
like-
start, I never planned for you guys to make it to the end of the chant. It was more like a fallback if like something
Yeah.
crazy happened. Like you guys activate the bomb that's in your possession or some shit. I was like, oh, okay, 10 rounds, I guess.
It takes
You know
a
what?
minute to explode
should've.
it. So no, but it takes a
No.
minute.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also thought about it, and I also have the grenades. I didn't use the Okay, I cannot throw anything blasted, guys, because you are like hogging the enemies. Okay, don't get in the middle, please.
Mm.
Communicate with me then, 'cause I'm going
No
for
worries.
big bads.
Yeah, you're like, oh, bit bad. Give me a hug, man.
Well, I went to go shoot that bug, and I was just like, "Oh, dude, fucking 6 shots from this shooter, like hell yeah!" Then he goes like, "Well, he's got a miasma field, and he like deflects half of it." I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "No,
I learned a lesson
no, I
too.
gained his ire." What?
Compelled Heal fucking sucks. Holy shit. That spell eats ass. Like,
I mean,
I
it's
was
not
thinking, like, they
bad.
can just walk away and not attack. Like,
I like how it's a bonus action. That's fine. It doesn't eat up my whole action. But I was like, okay, I can do that. Or I can combine Darkness and Fairy Fire because they're all drow and have innate spellcasting. Which is just like hands down what I'm going to do next time. I'm just going to bombard the battlefield with Darkness and Fairy Fire.
oh no.
I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but if you compel duel Eric was fucked with that sword. Like, disadvantage.
Yeah, all lucked
On
out too
everything.
with the Yockel not being able to. I can't believe what's my CR for Yockel? It's fucking high. It's up there. It's fucking
I
up there.
think it's 10.
DC 14 Wisdom save on,
Should be
on the
19.
charm. It's a fucking CR 12 or some shit monster.
Hmm.
That is weird.
I need to
Yeah,
look this up. I think it's like
Do all
Ilvara's
drow?
command was DC 20.
Do all drow
That's-
like can all of them see in magical darkness, or is it just you still have to have special?
Drow cannot see magical darkness.
I think they can have blind sight. Blind
They
sense?
don't. No.
No?
They have infrared vision via, like, if you read the books, they can see heat.
Yeah.
That's different though.
Mm.
But that's like only in the books. That's not really 5e official. I think it's like 3.5 was implemented or something like that.
That's like second edition. There wasn't dark
Yeah,
vision.
yeah.
It was called infravision. It was all
Infravision
about
is
heat.
what they have. Heat,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
No, but get it. CR10.
Type the predator.
Yachlo, CR10 monster, which is they're pretty strong, and the only reason why I didn't keep the fight going and just killed you guys is because I wanted the story to keep going, and also I don't want her to die.
Yeah.
You guys had her at like 13 HP. Yeah.
Out of character, it was a great ending to that fight.
Yeah.
It's just in character, got roleplay Eric.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think it was good.
CR14, guys. How? Sorry, CR10, DC 14 on the save. What? I don't. Do you know how easy it is to pass DC 14 at your level, let alone
I mean,
level 10?
when I
That's
get
the
to
word.
level 13, I'm still only gonna have a +1 to the wisdom save. It's still just as hard for me.
Yeah, but I'm talking not just the party capability, like bless and other things stacked on top of
I
that.
guess, yeah.
The capabilities of the party at that point. Wait, you only have +1 to your save and you save it against me? You fuck.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's
You know,
less than a coin flip.
What else could the priest do? I was staying like in the insect play because I was like, it's better if her concentration is only against one. I was like, I'm gonna leave here.
Good strategy, because I purely left it on because of you. I was like, if I get at least one person with this, that's what Ilvara wants, rather than me just like rapid firing all my spells, even though I have like up to 5th level spell slots, and then like they're getting no one sort of thing. But I'm also learning, like, spellcasting NPCs are hard to strategize around because half the time half your spell list does not even apply, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Mass cure wounds? That's gonna buy me like not even a turn.
Yeah.
I have a question just from general D&D knowledge. When that troglodyte came out next to us, is she not stinky like a normal troglodyte is?
No, she bathes.
Oh, okay, all right. Because
Eh,
when it popped up next to me, I was like, oh fuck! Like
didn't-
metagame wise, I kind of thought that might be.
I go with these traits are used with a specific kind of person, like a troglodyte that's hostile, that's like living in the fucking whatever. And it was
Right.
She's from the Society of Brilliance. She's working with coworkers. Who would fucking work with her if every like minute that they stand around her they have to bomb? You know, like
Makes sense, yeah.
maybe she puts on deodorant. I don't know. Maybe there's some science behind it. There's Society of Brilliance. I just didn't want to impose that. I didn't even want to have her in combat. That was my mistake to put her on initiative roll. She was a mechanic.
That would have been hilarious though if like she teleports next to me and I just start yakking.
I guess. I did have stench on another NPC that was a troglodyte. But I was purely for RP. Just to get why they call them stink meats. It didn't add anything at the time.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun piloting Gwen and Glob, but if someone wants to pick up like Guinevere or something like that, that's okay, you know. I'm trying to take the turns fast and not bog down combat too, so hopefully I didn't take too long.
No, you're fine. We were all still learning some stuff. Some are a little bit more advanced.
I mean,
I think you did really well with having to do 2 new stat blocks. No, I thought you did well. That's so.
Thanks. I was trying to, move things along and stuff because I
You
realized
did.
how many tokens were on the board, and I was like, I gotta be on my game here. So,
You did amazing with Glavigal.
oh, thanks.
I'm gonna put the Wand of Wave on Self. Do you want it? Or
I
anyone want
have free attunement slots, but I don't want to be greedy either. If someone feels like they can make good use of it, I'm okay with that.
Gizmo, you want it?
What is it?
The Wand of Web. If someone
Wand of Web.
doesn't have a concentration spell that's their kind of go-to, like it can be really useful. Especially we have Wolf with those boots on, so he can just kind of run through as long as he doesn't fail the initial save.
Fuck. What have I
You
done?
fuck now, boy. You fuck now.
And we're gonna give it to to Glabs. Glabs is gonna tune to the.
Oh my
to the
gosh,
wand.
Glabs with the wand.
I'm gonna make fuck on this.
Glabs, you're gonna be a real adventurer, my boy.
Give me that wand. Actually, that I get inspiration for that too, because that's one of my things. I want to be in control of magical power. Boom, you get a web. Boom, you get a web. I'm just gonna run right through it. Boom, you're stunned. Boom, you're gone.
I don't know, are you a pure monk though? I don't know if that counts
Yeah, I've
as a
always been
spellcaster.
pure monk.
I
No,
think
they're
it
not
says.
spellcaster.
I think it says requires attunement by a spellcaster.
Who cares?
Technically, I can cast the darkness spell and I can cast a cantrip, minor illusion.
Technically, that rule sucks because that's the whole point of wands and scrolls is to give people who
I
can't
agree.
cast spells
I agree.
the ability to
Yeah.
cast spells.
Mhm.
Like Karlak, my barbarian, could cast Fireball herself during BG3, and that was fun and funny because the wand was cracked. The
mean,
wand does it
items
destroy
in that
itself
game
in
are
time?
crazy.
Hold on, did I balance it? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Rule of one if you overuse it. That's a must. Otherwise, it's like forever webs.
Mhm.
Yeah, boy.
Forever webs.
For the sake of phase risk,
Forever
casting from a
webs.
for the sake, I'm so tired. For the sake of spellcasting, my head just rushed. Like I lost all blood from my head, and I almost
It's
passed
okay,
out.
sound it out.
I'm running out of breath. For the sake of spellcasting and phase risk, the wand counts as well. Just so you know, like for wild magic surges and
Makes
phase
sense.
risk. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Scrolls too, right?
yeah.
Of the, yeah.
So hook horror
Well,
eggs, we just forwent the whole mechanic with hook horror eggs. All right, I can just get rid of a handout.
Yeah. We,
Okay, probably for the best. What with Guinevere having hook her pets as well.
Oh,
Goodbye, goodbye initiative.
I feel like one would eat the other at some point.
You smell like meat, but I won't bite you.
well, guys, I'm gonna leave you. I have something to do now. Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
go
start.
too.
Night.
I have to
I'm
start
gonna get up
packing.
also.
Fun session, guys. A lot of fun.
Oh man, it was
Laugh
great.
a
A
lot.
lot of high tension. It was good.
So
Yeah.
good.
Take care, guys.
We'll see everybody next week.
Okay,
Oh.
Yep.
I'll see you boys. Get some food in your little belly, Tom.
Yeah.
If no one wants the wand, I can always offer it to my patron. So
Did you actually offer your
Maybe-
stuff? You made your stuff.
I
Your
want it.
your.
no,
your-
I made the staff
Okay.
my I gave him a new home.
your patient like neat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, bye. Love you.
See ya.
See you later.
Okay.
Good night.